And that's what you missed. And that's what you missed on Glee.
Hello. Oh, hi, Yumi. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do. Hold on. Wait. Let me do it this way. Hold on. I got this. Hold on. So here's what you missed with Umi. Umi opened memberships and it was super awesome because in the first day she hit 100 members. Super rad. But then she hit 200 memberships, which congratulations. But it also means that she had to do this stream, which means she's totally embarrassed about it. I can't believe I have to talk about Glee. And she had to do it before Offkai because that's coming up soon and she has to fly there. But she also has her Bunny Girl merch closing and she has a bunch of other projects she has to do. She has to record over 15 songs before she flies for Offkai. So maybe talking about Glee isn't so bad. And that's what you missed with Umi. Oh, God. A little bigger. So not using the other thing today. Is that a taste of Glee? Yeah, it's a Glee recap. So, like here, hold on. So, hold on. 26 seconds? Yeah, I can do this in 26 seconds. So here's what you missed with Umi. Umi opened memberships and it was super awesome because in the first day she hit 100 members and then she hit 200 memberships, which congratulations, but it also means that she had to do this stream, which means she's totally embarrassed about it. I can't believe I have to talk about Glee. And she had to do it before Offkai because that's coming up soon and she has to fly out there, but her Bunny Girl merch is also closing and she has a bunch of other projects to do, which she has 15 songs to record before she flies to Offkai. But maybe talking about Glee isn't so bad. And you know what? That's what you missed on Glee. There you go. Yeah, there it is. Oh, God. Now we need an Umi recap in every stream. Well, that means you guys would have to start that means all of you. I would have to rely on all of you to clip every single one of my streams because what makes a Glee recap really good is being able to put clips in between each of those things. So like when I say like she's totally embarrassed, I could have put like a clip where I'm like when we hit 200 members and be like, oh boy, I have to go talk about Glee, like that kind of thing. So that means it heavily relies on you guys as well, because I am not going to go through my streams and also find clips that would work for a recap. Otherwise, I would totally do it. And I would do it every stream, but it fully relies on you guys. And I don't mean just one Kyomora. I mean, like, it requires a bunch of Kyomoras. So if you want me to do that, then it requires participation. Well, hi everybody. Bunny suit is what I heard. Have you checked out the pinned the pinned message in the chat? It says Umi bunny suit wall scroll in print for limited time only. Do it for chat. I literally set my terms. You have to help me, otherwise you don't get it. That's just how that works. I'm busy. I don't know if you heard me say it, but I have like over 15 songs to record in less than a week. So I don't know. It's a collective effort, Duke. Yeah, that's the bunny suit. So if you want bunny suit, Umi bunny suit merch, then go bunny girl merch, then that's available. It's literally only available for like 3 more days, so that's a lot. It is what it is. So songs are painful to record sometimes, a little bit, but what's it called? The way that they would do it on Glee was like, so they would be like filming like 3 or 4 episodes at a time. But the way that it typically worked is like in the first episode, like the first couple of episodes, like what they would do is they would have like a team that would go into the booth. You would record the songs and then immediately get in the studio. So like when I was like, like my first Broadway show was I saw Darren Criss on Broadway. If you don't know who Darren Criss is, wait, I should probably, hold on. Before I get into this, I should probably tell you guys about who each of these people are. Okay, so when Glee started, there were so for those of you who don't know what Glee is, because I do recall that there were people in Ohayumi, that there were people who I made the waiting room and people were like, so what is she gonna talk about? But it's like in the description. Like I don't know if anyone looks at the description, which you guys should, because that's where like the stream rules and stuff are. Where's the PowerPoint? Who needs a PowerPoint? I don't need a PowerPoint. So but what's it called? So it could be sarcasm. No, because it was like what's it called? Like, I don't put it past people to be like, what is it? What is she going to talk about? What happened? Because more often than not, it's not sarcasm. It's people who genuinely don't take the time to read or take the time to look or take the time to figure out what's going on. Because more often than not, especially on the internet, people want to ask instead of doing their research. There are a lot of people who don't even like read the title of the streams. So I would love to be able to give the benefit of the doubt and assume that it's sarcasm, but I just can't do that. Not here. So anyway, the history of Glee. So Glee is a television show that was airing from 2009 to 2015 as a total of 6 seasons. And here is what the main cast was before they added a bunch of random ass characters. Let me see. Oh, I didn't realize all the pictures I saved were web files. Hold on. They're all WebP files. This is so tragic. Hold on. Because worry, yeah. Just always do your research. That's all I say. Like, just do your research and you'll have no problems. Hold on. I'm converting this picture because the thing is, I saved a bunch of photos, like Glee pictures, so I could show you guys what I was talking about, but they're all WebP. So we just kind of have to deal with it. What is this picture? Oh, this is when I sang bet on it. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so here... That's Kurt. Look at it. Look. Okay. It's Glee. So. Okay. So Glee is a television show that, like I said, was that started in 2009 and aired until 2015. So it aired... The pilot episode aired after the American Idol finale on May 19th in 2009, and it ended on March 20th, 2015. And the original cast, so it started as... the Glee Club originally started as Kurt Hummel, which is played by Chris Colfer, Finn Hudson, played by Corey Monteith. I don't have a pointer. Like, I wish you guys could see my cursor. Mercedes Jones, played by Amber Riley, Tina Cohen Chang, played by Jenna Ushkowitz, Rachel Berry, played by Leah Michelle, and then Artie Abrams, played by Kevin Kale. You also had other characters who were not immediately in the Glee Club, who you had Santana Lopez, played by Naya Rivera, Diana Agron was playing Quinn Fabray, and then Noah Puckerman, played by Mark Salling. And what's it called? Tina, my goat. You like Tina? You like season 5, don't you? Anyway, and so and then they had other characters that were added later. So but it's true. Look, Tina's fine. She's there, right? But like in order to have any sort of strong opinion about her or think that she's cool in any sort of way, you had to have watched season 5. Therese, Zyrus. I think it's Zyrus. Yeah, Jake Zyrus. He goes by Jake Zyrus now, but he's not main cast. He was there for like a blip of a second, and that's it. I'm surprised you memorized who is who in that show. No, it's so easy. So, because then in season 2, you had others join. Well, okay, so technically in season 1, you also had Brittany Pierce, or Brittany S. Pierce, which you don't find out later until season 2. Brittany Pierce, who was played by Heather Morris. Heather Morris was hired on originally to be just a dancer for the show. For like one of the random cheerleaders, but then because the cast gets along with the dancers and stuff like that and are friends with the dancers, they what's it called? They were like Ryan, and the creators of the show are Ian Brennan, Ryan Murphy, and Brad Falchuk, which the fan not lovingly calls RIB. And so they went to Ryan and they were like, please listen to the girl. She's so funny. And Heather Morris, she said like a couple of funny random ass one-liners because she's supposed to be like this like blank stare blonde cheerleader. And they put her in the show because they thought she was super funny. And the episode that she premiered in the number that they put her in to get her started and give her a part was Say a Little Prayer, which was Santana, Quinn, and Brittany all auditioning for the Glee Club. And the Glee Club for McKinley High, which is the high school that they go to, is called New Directions. New Directions. And that is introduced in the first episode. One fun fact about all of for his gay son, which episode are you talking about? There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those scenes where Bert stands up for what's it called? Stands up for Kurt. There's one in season 1. There's one in season 2. You know, like there's quite a few. So like, was it about a lamp? Was it about a bully? What was the scene? New Directions? Yeah, New Directions. And I was talking to another. Okay, so that's season 2. That's Bert and Karofsky and Kurt, because Finn was too afraid to stand up to Karofsky because he was worried about his reputation. And this was during the Furt episode because they were they were teaching Bert how to dance for Bert's wedding in the New Directions choir room. And so Karofsky makes does a hand, like flips the wrist type of thing to make fun of Kurt, and then Bert gets mad and chases after him, and then basically like Bert's like, what's that? And then Finn's like, Kurt, if you don't tell him what's been going on, I will. And then Kurt's like, he's been harassing me, or no, he threatened to kill me. And then Finn's like, you didn't tell me that. And then Kurt's like, well, you didn't bother to try to protect me because you're supposed to be my brother. Fuck you. And then, well, he doesn't say that, but that's basically what happened. And then they run out in the hallway, and then Bert goes for the kid. Yeah. So that's what happened in the scene. Remembers the whole scene? Of course I do. They were literally practicing dancing and what's it called? Because I love that episode. That's a great episode. That being said, the episode that being said, hold on, I have to burp. Okay. That being said, when the episode aired, I wasn't crazy happy about it because in season 2, that's when they introduced Blaine. But Furt is the 8th episode of season 2, and I wanted Blaine to be in the episode, but he wasn't. And Blaine was my favorite character, even though he had really only been in for a singular episode. We didn't know anything about him. It's basically the way that the episodes go. So the episode sequence in title, not that I guess it means anything to you guys, but so for starting at season 2, it's audition, Britney, grilled cheeses, duets, Rocky Horror Glee Show, and then Never Been Kissed, which is the 6th episode of season 2 of Glee, which is where Blaine Anderson was introduced. He is a gay student at Dalton Academy, and I loved him. And then you had the next episode, which was The Substitute, where Blaine had a small cameo where he was talking about being a fan of the Buckeyes because he likes football. And then Kurt and Blaine do like a little high five and it's like, oh, you broke the stereotype. And then the next episode is Furt, and then Blaine doesn't show up in it. But then the next episode is Special Education, which is sectionals, and then Blaine shows up in it, and I think that's really awesome. And so but okay, I'm getting too sidetracked by talking about Blaine. What is it? One thing I know about Glee is the Rocky Horror episode. Hell yeah. Hi, Derpy. How are you, honey? It's good to see you. So basically the way Glee works is, and this also applies to like show choir in general. So there are 3 stages for a show choir competition. You can perform at other places in other parts of the circuit, but you have sectionals, which is more of like your state circuit, you have your state circuit, and then your regionals, which is like your region, and then nationals, which is countrywide. The whole point of Glee is that they're trying to win nationals, so that way they can keep the Glee club going, even though they managed to keep the Glee club going for six seasons. I think at some point that I think anybody who was watching Glee from the beginning just forgot that. I think people just forgot that they were trying to get the Glee Club to stay. Like, I think that they forgot about that in general. Oh, hi Yumi, welcome in. Yeah. Also, okay, if you guys didn't notice, this is the background. This is one of the places in Glee that's the background for the day. It's the courtyard. It's where they have lunch. It's way too big for a fucking school. Like, the thing is, they're supposed to be like, the school's supposed to not have a lot of money. It's supposed to be kind of like a, like, they're not supposed to have a lot of funding. But the thing is, the courtyard's huge as shit. And, like, the Glee Club is also supposed to not have a lot of money. But the thing is, they have, like, a full orchestra when they practice. I'm new. Hi. I'm talking about Glee today. I'm so sorry. No, it's nice to meet you, honey. The grilled cheeses bit was crazy good. It's an episode. It's an episode, definitely. Oh, hold on. My cat wants to be out of my office. Super. Yeah, so because like they will say that like they could do stuff because of the AV club, but I just still don't think that like, because like when I was in show choir, we didn't have like a full band. Like we used a karaoke track. And like I don't know. Like I don't think the orchestra kids would have wanted to hang. Like we did not. The band kids and like the show choir kids did not mingle. And what's it called? Like we had props, but like it looked like a bunch of like kindergartners were allowed to play with power tools. Like that's what like high school theater is. So I'm like, the AV club helped us with that? Like helped you with that? So adapting because for the first time it was kind of novel, still medium. Oh yeah. I talk about that when I talk about Glee all the time. Not all the time, but like enough. I always mention that Glee is not a great show. It doesn't really hold up well if you tried to watch it in modern day. But it was really the wonderful thing about Glee was that it was very groundbreaking for television. There was a lot of really fun, like a lot of I guess things in general that were like that weren't common on television or were not normalized or were sexualized negatively in television. And so Glee was able to bring those issues to light and or not those issues, but more so those topics to light. And it's fine. I think at some point along the way, the show became less about being the show and more so how many important subjects can we tackle and put into the television show for people to acknowledge and recognize and also normalize on TV. Because it started to become more of a show that was too conscious of it being a pioneer for media rather than just focusing on the stories it wanted to tell. And that's where I think the show fell off. But what's it called? I don't know. By the way, if you have any questions, I operate really well on questions. So if you have any what's it called? If you have any questions about Glee or like what you want to know about Glee from me. Like, what are my personal opinions on certain things, and like what my favorite episode, favorite characters, and like why. I'm happy to explain them. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty obvious at this point, like who my favorite characters are, but I'm happy to talk about why. Because what's it called? I loved this show so much. I very embarrassingly also have like a Glee tattoo. It's like basic enough that you can't tell that it's a Glee tattoo, but it is very embarrassing when I think about it. But it was important enough for me to have done. What's my least favorite character? That's a good question. Least favorite character. So many. I personally would probably say out of the main characters, I would probably say Mr. Schuster. I'd probably say Mr. Schuster is my least favorite. You have a Glee tattoo? Yes, I have a Glee tattoo, but you can't tell that it's a Glee tattoo, and that's important to me. But I'd probably say Mr. Schuster because he's a bad teacher. He's a really shitty teacher, and I think he puts too much empathy first. And like he teaches Spanish, but he doesn't even really know Spanish like that well. And like he's expected to teach it, and that's really weird. And I think he takes too many of the kids. Like I think he's too empathetic for a teacher. Like I think he still needs to lay like boundaries and ground rules, and he's like stern at the worst times. It's so weird. Like he's such a weird teacher. Like just don't be a teacher, dude. And he's like, but my passion is teaching. Dude, no. You're barely teaching. You know? What's the reason for the club Glee and the meaning of the word Glee? So Glee, by its very definition, is about opening yourself up to joy. That's like literally what it says on like in the show. Glee, by its very hold on. There has to be like a picture. This is on like everything. Hold on. Because it's on the plaque of the first choir teacher. It says Glee, by its very definition, is about opening yourself up to joy. And that's what Glee is about. But the reason for the club Glee is because in the first episode, Rachel Berry gets Sandy Ryerson. Rachel Berry gets Sandy Ryerson, the Glee Club teacher, fired because she gave Hank Saunders a solo that she deserved. And what's it called? Well, because she like what's it called? Hold on, what is it? I might laugh because every time I sign my name, I put a gold star next to it, but it's a metaphor, and metaphors are important. My gold stars are a metaphor for me being a star. And just so we're, and then she gets a slushie in her face, and then there's Rachel staring very menacingly through a window, and she's like, and like Sandy Ryerson is like touching Hank, and she goes to the principal and she's like, he was touching Hank and caressing him. It was so wrong. And what does she say? And just so we're clear, I want to clear up that hateful rumor that I was the one who turned that closet case Sandy Ryerson in because he gave Hank Saunders a solo I deserved. That's cockpoopy. I am not homophobic. In fact, I have 2 gay dads. See, I was born out of love. My 2 dads screened potential surrogates based on beauty and IQ, and then they mixed their sperm together and used a turkey baster. To this day, we don't know which one is my real dad, which I think is pretty amazing. She literally just one Jewish dad, and then one of her dads is is a black guy. So, and she's not mixed, which I think is very funny. Like, she's very obviously not a mixed POC person. And so it's like, it's so you're like, what do you mean, Rachel? What do you mean you don't know which one is your real dad? It's obviously the dad. Like, she's like, we just don't know. Girl. I'm sorry, is that an actual line in the show? Yes! Because after that, she goes, my dad spoiled me in the arts. I was given dance lessons, vocal lessons, anything to give me a competitive edge. You think, and then it goes to her room and she goes onto her laptop and she uploads a video of her singing What a Girl Wants on MySpace. And then she goes, she says, you might think all the boys in school would totally want to tap this, but my MySpace schedule keeps me way too busy to date. I try to post a MySpace video every day just to keep my talent alive and growing. Nowadays, being anonymous is worse than being poor. Fame is the most important thing in our culture now. And if there's one thing that I've learned, it's that no one is just going to hand it to you. And then like the cheerleaders are like laughing at her. And then, oh yeah, what is it? No one's just gonna hand it to you. And then she sings that note in On My Own. I never know. Oh yeah, no, she did that already. And then like she finishes singing and then Will's like, that's nice, Rachel. And then she's immediately like, she literally does this thing. She goes from being like emotional. She's like, I love him. I love him, I love him, but only on my own. And she's like still super in it. And she's like super emotional. And then she looks at Mr. Schuster and she goes, so when do we start rehearsals? And like, it's so... How's her dad black, but she's not mixed? She doesn't have her genetics. They're gay. Well, she makes it sound like she's out of the Omegaverse. Honestly, Rachel Berry's a character. I hate her, but the thing is, like, I also relate to her. So, what does that say about me? If I think she's an awful person, but I relate to her so much, what does that say about me? like, what does that say about me? But yeah. Also, hi, if you're just joining, welcome in. What is the weirdest fact I know about Glee? So okay, so Callie, buckle your seatbelt in for this fact. So, so I know a lot about the clothes of Glee. And, like, I really know a lot about the clothes from Glee. Like, if we pulled up a scene and you asked me about the character, I could tell you where that, like, the brand, the designer, like, I could tell you where it's from. And so in episode 10 of season 3, episode 10 of season 3, they sing Summer Nights, and they do it like the same way they do on Grease. If you're not familiar with the song, at the end of the song, Sandy and Danny, they sing the final notes, and they hold on, I have to burp again. Okay. And then Danny goes to the top of the bleachers and points his arm up in the air. They're like, nights! And so they sing that on Glee because Mercedes and Sam have like a fling over the summer. And so, and that's like one of the plot points for season 3. And And so when he lifts his arm, points in the sky, right? He what's the word? He ends up like his shirt lifts a little bit and you can see like his underwear. And he's wearing so he's can't believe I forgot about Sam. Fake fan. So you can see his underwear, and so his outfit. So first of all, he's wearing a shirt from American Eagle. Ow. And then he also I hate that I know this. Okay. So he's wearing an American shirt from American Eagle, and then he's wearing boxer briefs from Target. I think it was Target C9. They're like Champion, like the brand is like Champion, like performance boxer briefs or something like that. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. I would probably say that might be the weirdest thing that I know. I don't know. I probably know I know a lot of stuff about Glee. Probably like too much actually. But yeah. So I'd probably say that's, oh no, wait, probably not. Actually, so in season 3, episode, hold on. Why can't I burp? What's happening? Hold on. Why and how do I know the in-depth details of his underwear? Because there was a blog called Fashion of Glee. And let me tell you, when I say that I have a pretty decently photographic memory, especially when it comes to my special interest. Yep. But in episode 5, season 3, it's called The First Time. 2 of the major couples on the show, Finn and Rachel, and Kurt and Blaine, have sex. And they have sex to the song. What song are they singing? One Hand, One Heart. I remember this because I thought the song was too long. Yeah, so you could see the waistband on the boxers. But if you look at the episode, hold on. if you watch the episode, there is like a scene where they where they're like cuddling like after they have sex, but like they put their clothes back on, I guess. And they're like all nose to nose, and they're like cuddling and whatever, all this gross, like, you know, I guess post-coital stuff. And they and there's like what is the word? A montage, I guess. Not a montage, but basically the camera like the camera moves from the foot of the bed where like the floor is like, so you see part of the floor basically is what I'm trying to say. And you can see No. So it's like a montage, I guess. So basically, they're doing the show West Side Story. That is the night they perform the musical. And their whole thing is how the director of the show tells Blaine and Rachel that. Ooh, I burped so hard I almost threw up. And Artie goes, Rachel, Blaine, have you guys ever had sex before? He's had sex maybe once. Okay. And he's like, how are you supposed to be passionate lovers if you've never had sex? And so they feel like in order to be real true artists, they have to have sex with their partners. And so the entire episode is about them trying to have sex. And it doesn't work. They end up performing not having had sex. And so they start singing the song One Hand, One Heart in the show, because that's what Tony and Maria sing to each other while they're like quote unquote getting married. And it like overlaps with like what happens after the show as well. It's like it makes sense like when you watch the episode. I'm not explaining it well because it just sounds like it's out of order, but I don't know how to explain two things going on at once. But anyway, I would probably say that me knowing the condom brand that Kurt and Blaine use when they fuck is probably, that actually might take the cake over the underwear. Yeah, I think that might take the cake. Because I remember... I remember when the episode aired, everyone on Tumblr was going really crazy. And what do you mean, Umi? What? Is it surprising? I mean, what? I don't know. I thought the underwear thing was really weird. You guys are acting like this is weirder. I mean, it might be. Do I remember the size? If I recall, it was this is peak Umi. What do you mean? You're now TMI. No, it's from the television show. So I think so. It was one of the what's the word? You know those like there's like a brand called oh shoot, lifestyle, and I just got here. What is happening? I'm talking about Glee. And they have these like gray wrappers. Literally, you could see it. Like you can see the fucking condom in the shot. So like if you weren't supposed to see it, it's not supposed to be there. But they used it was either lifestyle condoms, like because I think it's like the silver ultra sensitive ones, or it was Durex. It was like the Durex condoms, like the silver Durex condoms that are like supposed to be like ultra thin. Oh, also thank you for the Glee thing. Mwah. Yeah. If I recall correctly, is that how you all know this is too much information. Well, that's the point of today, isn't it? You're supposed to see how disgustingly embarrassing I am when it comes to Glee. Might as well go ultra thin. Well, just use the what is it? What is the brand called? Skin? SKYN, Skin brand condoms. So insane knowledge, I know. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. So yeah, does anyone have any other questions? Any other questions about Glee that you want to know? This is earlier. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Talk about condoms. Hi, Corbett. Hi, baby. We were talking about the condoms they used on Glee, season 3, episode 5. Did I have any Glee products I could buy from the show, and did I buy them? Yes. I have a so I bought official Glee merch. I have that. I have, or well, I didn't buy it, it was a gift, but for my my best friend at the time bought me a lima bean cup. Lima bean is the equivalent, is the Starbucks equivalent for Lima, Ohio. Any episode you didn't much enjoy? A lot of them. But yeah, I have that. I have so the Dalton Academy Warblers. They so they have like, so they're they have like red and blue ties. And what's it called? They, excuse me, wow. Do they make Glee condoms? No, they don't. Even then, I wouldn't use them. That's even that's too much for me, even for me. Yeah, I could not do that. I could not do that. But anyway, they have these ties for their school uniform, and I own one. Because, so, fun fact, they're from Land's End. They're Land's End. That's the brand. It's Land's End. Oh shoot, Land's End, like wide stripes, with a narrow neck. We'll have a good class, lazy. And I own one of those. Later on in the show, they started to move over, because like in the first 2 seasons, they were using a lot more brands, like they were using like Target, like Old Navy, like stuff that weren't as like high, quote unquote, high end fast fashion. But when they started to make more money, when they moved into like season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6, they started to move more towards like high end fast fashion, and then eventually designers as well. So, but like, because like even what they would do is buy like cheap prom dresses and then alter them for show choir dresses or like homecoming dresses. So, because I remember there was one show choir dress that I really loved that I found on a prom website that I wanted to wear to my dance, but my mom didn't want me to wear it or anything. And so I never ended up getting it. But I do have like a couple pieces, like there is like the green dress that Rachel Berry wears in Firework in season 2, episode 12, Silly Love Songs. That's from Forever 21. It doesn't fit me anymore, but I have it. And what's it called? What else do I own? Hi, if you're just joining, welcome in. What was the Glee budget for each season? I would probably, well, let me see. It would depend on the season, because it was roughly about $3 million per episode to produce, if I recall correctly. Because you have to account for costumes, you have to account for choreography, making sure all of the actors get paid and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so and because like if I recall as well, like the two quote unquote most popular actors, like to put it in perspective, right? Because you have to pay the entire cast. Because like 3 million sounds like a lot, but you have to remember that the cast is large and so is the crew. And like you have to have that kind of money to make sure everyone gets paid. Leah Michelle and Chris Colfer were reportedly, like it was reported that they were making about $45K an episode. So if we're going off of that, like let's take season 3 for example. There was a total of hold on, I'm counting. There was a total of 22 episodes in season 3. So if you're getting paid $45K for 22 episodes, that's you're making like $900K, almost $1 million a season. So yeah, you're like making roughly like is it like 990K? So did the guy that played the Flash was on the show? Yeah, he was on Glee first before he played the Flash. I just want to make that really clear. He was Sebastian Smythe before he was Barry Allen. 980, yeah, like 980K, 990, something like that. Yeah, 45 times 22, I think is 909, I think. And I'm good. Hi, everybody, if you're just joining. Hi, baby. Which Flash? No. Grant Gustin. CW Flash. Because Melissa Benoist who played Supergirl, she was also on Glee first. That's actually a huge reason why in later seasons, Melissa Benoist, Jake, let me rephrase. Like other characters like Marley, Jake, Ryder, they were all removed from the show because like they needed to create a plot line where some characters couldn't come back because Melissa got Supergirl. Yeah. Each episode is basically a short feature movie. Yeah, like because each like Glee episode is like well, if you take out commercials because they were hour-long slots because of commercial breaks, you're getting about 40 minutes to like 40, like down to the minute. If we're thinking down to the minute, like 40, I want to say like 48 minutes. There was a time where I knew this down to the minute. I want to say it's 48 because I used to keep track based on how much my DVR was recording. I think it's 48. But there was one episode in season 2 that was almost a full hour. So they had to have an hour and a half slot. And that was the Born This Way episode. Yeah. And that was almost an hour, like almost a full hour. But I think a regular episode is about 40 to 48 minutes. I don't know. You might have to Google that one. I'm pretty sure it's 48. Muscle episode? No, that's why they did the Music Meister episode. The Music Meister episode, where Grant or I guess the Flash and Supergirl, they're singing, and then Darren Criss is also in that episode. And there's a bunch of like Broadway actors and stuff, so that's really cool because like a lot of the cast from that was in like those CW shows were on Broadway. Like you had the original Tom Collins, you had Jeremy Jordan, who was in Newsies, and he was also in Smash, and you have like people from Hamilton, the original cast of Hamilton, also in that. So like there were a lot of really talented people. in CW shows. But yeah. How did we get here? I don't remember what I was talking about. What was the question? Did I answer the question? What was the question? Did I answer the question? I don't remember. What was the question? I don't remember. What was the question? My brain literally was like, is literally like, that's where this is where I'm at right now. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I answered Sam, did I answer your question? Actually, I forgot to mention, there are like Glee alerts where if you do like a Streamlabs, a $5 Streamlabs dono, it'll say that's what you missed on Glee. And then the 100 also does that's what you missed on Glee. I was trying to do other custom sounds, but then I realized that the lines I wanted were really obscure and I would have to go find them by going through the episodes. And that was a lot more work than I was willing to put in when I could just talk about it. So, you know, I give me pets. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, so does anyone have any other questions that they would like to know about Glee? Oh, that's what it was. I was answering the question about production value. You know, write down the time. No, I just like I was gonna do like Glee alerts, and then I was like, because like it was just like a lot more effort than I was willing to do. Would you ever do a Glee watch along, like in the Discord or on YouTube? I've been kind of wanting to do watch alongs like on Discord because there's a lot of people. I'm like the ratio of people who are only on YouTube versus Discord is really hot, is like really low. Like there's not like in comparison to the amount of people who participate in being on YouTube, there aren't as many on in the Discord server. So hi Aurora. Any episode with a new character you felt like wasn't great? I didn't like really a lot of any of the season 4 characters. I thought Marley was okay. She was too nice though. I related to her because I also struggled a lot with like eating problems. But like she was too nice. She was too nice for me. She was like perpetually like too nice. And I know that I like can be a really nice person, but like I don't know. I think that I think I have a limit. I think I have a limit, you know? Like I'm like, what other characters did I not like? I used to really like Becky, but the thing is they made Becky really mean in later episodes. And I think what they were trying to do was like she was trying to be the new mean girl. And like, so if you don't know who Becky is, Becky was one of the characters with Down syndrome. And she was a really great character. And I thought she was so funny. Like she's so funny. But the thing is, I feel like they just like made her mean to give her a story, which I thought was kind of stupid. Like I thought she was really great in the first couple seasons, but then like in the later seasons when they like made her mean for no reason, I thought that was weird. And like because like you don't have to be mean to exude confidence or to have a level of authority. Like I just don't think so. And so when they started to do that because they were because she was supposed to be like the next mean girl head cheerleader, and what I wish they would have done was they took a different route because Becky was so sweet. I think it would have been a really wonderful opportunity to I think it would have been a really wonderful opportunity to have a new kind of leadership that like it's like you can lead. You don't have to lead by exerting aggressiveness. You can lead by kindness and sweetness. And you can still show that people don't have to push you around just because you're different, like that kind of thing. Because that was a huge part of what Glee was. And I know they did it a lot for like plot points and stuff, but I wish that they didn't do that. Otherwise, I think Becky was a really great character. I'm trying to think what other characters did I not really vibe with. I loved Kitty because she was just a bitch. Like that was her whole thing. And like her whole thing was that she was just awful for no fucking reason. But like the thing is like she turns it around in later seasons, and I love seeing like the arc of characters, because like you see it with like Quinn, you see it with Santana. I mean, Quinn was like a different kind of story arc, but even Santana was her own, because like Quinn had a baby, Santana was gay, and like Kitty, she was just a bitch. Like she was just a bitch, and but eventually, and like it like I think like obviously there's more to her than that, but like that's the best way I can like summarize her. And I think watching her genuinely become friends with New Directions was really lovely. And I think that getting to watch her experience friendship and find characters that she like, people that she genuinely cared about, was really heartwarming. At least for me, I really loved that. So what did I just join? Glee Talk. So you love early Becky. I love early Becky. I think later Becky, I think I would have liked more if they turned her confidence less into mean girl confidence and more into like strength, like, because like her, I guess she was like a mini Sue Sylvester. So, you know, how many times have I seen it? A lot. Oh, a lot. Like I could give you a one person show of the entire series. If I did that though, I'd probably skip the second half of season 4, except maybe a couple of episodes. And then I'd probably skip most of season 5, because I always describe season 5 as a fever dream. I describe it as a fever dream. There are some important episodes in it for story, like the dissolution of New Directions and, you know, Kurt and Blaine. And then like, you know, Finn's thing in the quarterback, and like there are very important parts in season 5, but the rest of it, like there was an entire episode where Blaine like is with puppets. Like, and the episode is called Puppet Master, but like it's just it's a fever dream. Like, okay, so the episode is about how Blaine is getting really controlling, and because they're preparing for nationals. And then when he goes to Kurt for advice, Kurt calls him a puppet master, and then he gets really upset that he's being called a puppet master. And so he gets more controlling. And he sings a whole song. But the thing is, Kurt is like pretty much calling the pot, like, it's like the pot calling the kettle black, because Kurt is also very controlling. Like, I mean, Blaine, I think they make Blaine more and more controlling as the episodes went on, but I entirely blocked it out Oh, this is the episode. I thought you meant the season. I was like, what are you talking about? You literally like season 5. What are you saying? But literally he sings "You're My Best Friend" by Queen, and he's surrounded by puppets. Does he sing Master of Puppets? No, he sings "Into the Groove" by Madonna. No. It's well, he sings "You're My Best Friend" with puppets. And it's Into the Groove. Pamela Lansbury sings it. They sing Rhythm Nation. Or Jake Puckerman. Bree is one of the head cheerleaders that Jake apparently knocks up. And then Marley sang Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson. Sue and Schuster sing a Fred Astaire song. What is it? Cheek to Cheek. And then New Directions and Pamela Lansbury sing a song. I don't remember the song. No, wait, that's a lie. It's What Does the Fox Say? I'm fucking stupid. No, it's What Does the Fox Say? Because because that song, they all wear like fox faces, and then the people in New York are like using their puppets. And they sing What Does the Fox Say? So a couple years ago there was a Glee podcast, and Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkowitz talk about how as a season that like when you, because they were all very green, and so they were all very new to the industry and they were down to do whatever. And as seasons went on, like even Kevin was like, I'm usually down to do whatever, but like sometimes at some point things just got too weird. And and he goes, I think the first time I had my moment of what the fuck are we doing is What Does the Fox Say? And he talks and like there's like if you literally watch the episode, you can literally see the actors break character sometimes, and they're just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck are we doing? It's fantastic. Oh my god, I love Glee. You do. Do you love Glee as much as I love Glee? I don't mean to make this a competition, but it's more so like it fully decides on how much on like how I talk about Glee with you specifically. I know that sounds really bizarre, but I'm like fucking autistic, so it's like I need to be able to know how to gauge how to talk to certain people about a television show I like. I need to know what like level of normal I have to be. Season 5, when they split the show between New York and Ohio, yes. If you could take the place of one actor for an episode and act in their stead, who would you want to replace and why in which episode? Oh, so good. Okay, so I would really like to be Rachel Berry in the original song, because, I would like to be Rachel Berry in season 2, episode 16, original song, and because she sings this really wonderful song called Get It Right, and even though I think she's awful, I relate to her really hard, and at the end of that episode, she says, like, basically she says, she has like a really sweet monologue that I really relate to, and I still relate to this day, and it's very embarrassing. And oh wait, hold on. I have emotes, so let me just fix this. And And basically in the episode, she writes this song called Get It Right, and she sings it. And even though I still like get really upset because she's like not over Finn, and I'm like, girl, please just get over it. You can find anybody else. And even Quinn tells her that, but she's a fucking idiot. Anyway, and but her monologue at the end, I think, is what really seals it for me. She hold on. Okay. Refresh the stream by if you can. It should do the new heart emote. But her monologue, she basically, what happens after she does all that is they decide that at the end of every major competition, they will all vote for an MVP. And I'm gonna cry thinking about it. Oh no, wait, hold on. And they all vote, and Mr. Schuster says like, bye. So like he says like, bye, like so per unanimous vote, our regionals MVP is Miss Rachel Berry, and everyone's like clapping, and Rachel's like, thank you. If I could just say a few words. And Santana's like, oh, here she goes, making me regret voting for her. And she says, and Rachel says, well, first of all, I just want to say how amazing the song you guys wrote was. I was so inspired. You know, it's funny. I've won a lot of trophies before for singing competitions and dancing competitions, but I've always felt like the girl who never gets the brass ring. And maybe I never will. But today and at regionals, the way you guys believed in me and took a chance with me. All I've ever wanted was to feel special and to feel chosen. And I wanted to thank you guys for giving me that. So that's all. And I love that monologue just because I think I've also said that in normal talking as well. Not even intentionally. Maybe it's just in my subconscious at this point. But I just like really relate to it. And I think it would be really fun to be in that scene and do the monologue. I think it would also be really fun to do the confrontation scene with Quinn. And I think singing Get It Right would be really wonderful just because it's a really like nice song. Like if you ever want like a ballad, if you like ballads and you want to listen to the song, like listen to a song where you feel like you don't get anything right and you want to be in your feelings, that is a good song. Because like the lyrics are like, what do you do when your good isn't good enough and all that you touch crumbles down? Because and my best intentions are making a mess of things. I just want to fix it somehow. So how many times will it take? Oh, how many times does it take for me to get it right? And you sit there and you listen. You're like, oh. Yeah, Glee has Gangnam Style. Now you know what I mean by the show is outdated. I also mean by the show is outdated in the language and the topics that it covers. Like there's even an episode where they talk about how gay marriage is not even legal. Like Blaine even says it, and you sit there and like you watch it back and you're like, oh, bye, Derpy. Have a good day at work, babe. You have a viewing guide, seasons to watch, seasons to skip, watch order. I personally say watch all of season 1, watch all of season 2, watch all of season 3. I think just for the experience, and because I think it also depends on what characters you like. Because like my viewing guide is very focused on the original characters, but if you like the new characters, then this would probably be different for you. So I definitely think that a good place to start is just watching the first 3 seasons. And then watching the first half of season 4. That is probably a very solid place to start. And then from there, if you have a favorite character, because after about season 4, a lot of the fandom started to just really focus and care about only the favorite characters that they liked. So you kind of tune out the rest of the show. So around there is when I would probably say like season 5, if you start to think that season 4 is too much of a fever dream, I would say just finish season 4 if you've gotten halfway through it. And then for season 5, I would probably just watch episode 1, episode 3, episode 13 maybe. And then probably, yeah, then I would probably watch just like the second half maybe of season 5, like 1, 3, and then like the second half of season 5, and then all of season 6. Because like the thing is, season 5 is only important to you if you care about certain things. So that's the part that I'm having I struggle with. Because if you don't care about what's happening with the New Directions anymore, you don't have to watch that. You just want to watch the kids that go to New York. If you don't care about the New York kids, then you don't want to watch the New York episodes. But like, it's really hard to gauge that if you've never seen it. So yeah, so I guess to answer your question, watch seasons 1 through 3, decide if you like the show enough to continue and you want to preserve your soul, and then go from there. Do you think Glee would succeed if they did a reboot? No. Do you think it wouldn't have the same charm as the original? Yes. I also think that because what made Glee very special was because there were a lot of things that weren't acceptable at the time. Any episodes from season 1 to 3 to outright skip? Not really, because that was around the time that things were actually important. After that, it wasn't really important anymore. Like I just skip all the scenes with the teachers in it. Like that's just me, but there are some scenes that have teachers in it in the earlier seasons that apply to the students and affect the students as well. So that's why I say just watch seasons 1 through 3. Because like season 1 is very genuinely, season 1 is really good. But yeah, so I just don't think that having I just don't think that like I don't think that I don't think that the show would be the same, because what made it so special was people. Oh, also, if you haven't, please consider liking the stream. It helps me out a ton. What made it special was the fact that it was touching on things that weren't really touched on in television, and it was like normalizing how hard like the arts and stuff. And I know that a lot of students and teenagers still struggle with the arts, but I don't think that being an arts kid is as polarizing as it was at the time. I don't think having an openly gay character on television is all that weird anymore. Like that's like something that is pretty normal. And like, you know, having like one of the major characters of Glee had Down syndrome, that one of the other characters was in a wheelchair. And like it just doesn't have the same impact because it laid the ground for it already. So we don't, you know, it just laid the foundations for media, and it doesn't need to do it again. So that I just don't think that doing Glee again is necessary. And I think if someone, I think people have tried to do shows like Glee since then, but it hasn't had the same impact, or it failed in doing so. So it didn't last as long because Glee already laid the foundations for it. Like, laid the foundations for people who felt like outcasts to be more empowered in the industry, like that kind of thing. So I don't know. At least that's how I feel about it. I'm not a teenager, so in like this day and age, so I can't comment on like what it's like to be an arts kid going through high school in the year of 2024, but that's my take on it. So when did I start watching the show? I watched the pilot after it aired on American Idol. My family and I watched American Idol every single season for like quite a while. And I remember seeing the trailers for like the commercial trailers for Glee, and I knew that after the American Idol finale, I had to stay up and watch the episode. And they did a mall tour after the pilot, and they went to one of my malls, and I went, and that was really cool. They did like a Hot Topic tour, and yeah, and then I watched it, but it didn't really become a special interest for me until season 2, because like I had characters that I liked, but then once Blaine joined the show, it was like immediately like my brain latched onto him. And not because like I thought he was attractive. I need to make that really clear, because a lot of the time when I say I have a favorite character and it's a dude, people think that I like want to make out with him. That is like never true. Almost like 99% of the time, if it's like my favorite characters are like my babies. You know, so like I just want to make that really clear. Blaine is like my son. I absolutely love him. So if you're just joining, welcome in. Sometimes you get the wholesome boys. I love Blaine. He's such a sweet boy, and he really does mean well. He makes a lot of mistakes, but he means really well. And he was the character that I also felt the most, that I related to the most as well, because I was like a private school kid, and like I was like bisexual. Well, Blaine's not bisexual, but like he was just like the one that I related to. And so it was like easy for me to latch onto him very quickly, because a lot of like the stuff that he was dealing with was also like very like at least like emotionally relatable. So yeah, I love him. He's Babu. I should go back and watch. No, Thomas, you haven't seen season 1? Wait, what? How do you watch the show then? How does anything make sense to you if you haven't seen season 1? Okay, cool. The purple hearts work now. Yay. Okay, good. Yeah, does anyone have any more questions? Does anyone? I feel like nothing that I'm saying is making any sense. Boop, boop. Bazinga. That's Big Bang Theory. Yeah. I like Glee. I like Glee a lot. I joined a watch group late. They gave me a quick recap. Ugh. Fake. No, season 1's actually not my favorite season. Season 2 is my favorite season. Like, yeah, season 2 is my favorite season. I also saw Glee on tour. I saw the season 2 Glee tour, and I have the poster. I thought she was breaking up with us or something. No, babe, I'm not gonna do that. No, I did like I don't think I could ever do like a breakup, like even a breakup role play. That would make me feel bad. I would feel shit, actually. I have done like in in another scenario, I have done a like perma breakup, which it wasn't really a breakup. It was just me quitting my job. But like that was so devastatingly that put me into it. Like I would say that was a traumatic experience. So I don't think I could even do a breakup, like a fake breakup. So you don't ever have to worry about that with me. What's my favorite song performance in the entire show? Oh, that's a good question. You really got into that role when I quit my job? Yes. I loved it more than I could have ever loved anything. And I still do. Favorite song performance in the show. Oh, that's a good question. Because I've always broken it up by seasons. Fuck. Callie, it's a good question. Oh God, this is what happens when you start to, because I have always said that my favorite overall episode is duets, and part of me wants to say that my favorite overall song from the show is Happy Days Get Happy. Because in that episode, there's a really beautiful scene between Rachel and Kurt, and I hate Rachel, but she says like Rachel goes up to Kurt at his locker, and she's like, hey, I have something I wanted to talk to you about. And Kurt's like, oh please not another pregnancy. And Rachel is like, I think you and I are a lot more similar than you think. And then Kurt's like, that's a terrible thing to say. And Rachel says, I know you're lonely. I can't even imagine how hard it must be to have feelings in high school that you can't act on for fear of being humiliated, ridiculed, or worse. And because Kurt's being bullied at school because he's the only out gay kid at McKinley. And she says, and she says, we're going to win nationals this year. And you know how we're going to do that? Because we have you. And Kurt's like, that's true. And he's like kind of getting emotional. So he's trying to still be sassy. And Rachel says, no, am I going to cry again? Am I going to start tearing up again? Why is it always this? Okay. Well, it's because I'm talking about monologues that mean something to me. But she says, that's 12 people who love you being exactly the way you are. Look, I know you're lonely, but you're not alone. And that line fucking kills me. That line, I feel like when I talk about these monologues, it explains a lot about me as a person, and it also gives you guys an idea of why I express gratitude and affection in a very specific way. And so like I feel like that, and then like the other monologue that I was talking about earlier explains a lot. But they do that, but she says that, and then she goes, so I was wondering if you want to maybe sing a duet with me. I think you'd be really happy with my song selection. It's sort of everything that both you and I love. And then Kurt is like, but the duet competition is over. And she says, I know, I just thought this could be for me and you. And then they sing Get Happy, Happy Days Are Here Again, the Barbra Streisand and Judy Garland version. And I think I love that song because of what it stands for. You know, in terms of like the context of the show. So I guess like for meaningful purposes, probably that. Tournament bracket for every performance. You're crazy. Hold on. My throat is clearing up. So, but no, that's 754 songs, Thomas. Like that. We're gonna be here for 8 million fucking years if I'm sitting here doing a tournament bracket for 754 songs. That doesn't even count songs that didn't even make it to the show. Because there are songs that didn't make it to the show. And like yeah. Excuse me. I think if I was just picking a performance that's purely out of joy that I really love, probably Silly Love Songs by the Warblers. I really love that song. Whenever I watch the performance, I get like really emotional and I get really excited. And I don't know, it's just like it has a lot of like meaning for me. I love that episode. That like Silly Love Songs. It just means a lot to me, that episode. I really love it. And so like if I had like a good feely song that I'd probably say is my favorite, probably that. If I'm thinking maybe like a competition song, probably Paradise by the Dashboard Light. That one's probably my favorite competition song. Yeah. It's so hard to pick one song. I don't know if I have an answer for you. Yeah, I don't know if I have a proper answer. But those are like all in the range of my favorites. Yeah. What's going on? I'm talking about Glee, Godzilla. Bajillion year stream incoming. No. I'm trying I'm trying my best to stay within a decent time range. I don't want to bore you to death. Glee was always airing when I was a teenager, but I chose Desperate Housewives instead. Does that mean you played the Desperate Housewives video game? I have. It's a great game. So, let's see. Does Waitress a song from Glee or is played in? No, because Waitress came out after Glee ended. Let me see. If you could enter the show at any time, when would it be? What would you do? I always dreamed of joining the show after season. So if there was a season 4 rewrite, I would love to be in it. Like, I remember I used to dream of like auditioning for the show for season 4, season 5. And I thought that once everybody graduated, they'd all just go to New York. They didn't do it that way. And then because I'm Filipino and so is Darren Chris, my brain was like, okay, I'm going to play this, like, I'm going to play like his cousin or his sister who is also in the arts. And like, I was just going to have some really wacky ass storyline. That was literally all I wanted. There was a game. Yeah, there's a game. Is there a Glee video game? Yes. I used to play Tap Tap Glee on the iPod Touch. I used to play Tap Tap Glee on there. I also have all 3 Wii karaoke video games. I still have them actually in my Glee box. 8 million year stream with Umi, love it. Yeah. Yeah, there's 3. So I played Glee Forever, Tap Tap Glee, and then there's 3 Wii games. It's karaoke. And honestly, one of the songs is fucking rigged. I couldn't get a perfect score if I wanted to. Because even if you put if you put the audio of the song up against the like you put the microphone to the speaker and it plays the exact same song, and the what the fuck is that? But like you put the microphone to the speaker playing the exact same song at the exact same time, it still says it's wrong. Bitch, you're copying the studio, like the Glee version of the song. How is it wrong? Okay, but anyway. Like, what the fuck is that? So pissed. But I have them. They're still in the original boxes. They are not in mint condition. They are well loved. If I had a Wii, I would do Glee karaoke. I would use the Glee karaoke machine. I think that'd be so fun, but I don't know how to do that. So, but yeah, I have all this stuff. You sure there wasn't a skill issue? It's the original. It's the original version of the original Glee version. How is it wrong when the game is basing it off the original Glee version? Fucking stupid. Oh god, so dumb. Maybe I should do. Maybe we can make that our next membership goal. Hold on, what are we doing? Or what are we at? I'm waiting for the thing to scroll. So we are currently at 353 members. So 500. No, yeah, 500 was engagement roleplay stream. See, this is why I would never break up with you. Easy. Because we're going to be engaged no matter what. I've already gone ring shopping. Anyway. And then 6 is an Umo. 600 is Umo. Maybe 700 will be Glee karaoke. You mean getting it captured on stream? Yeah, I just don't know how to get it. I don't know how to put it on stream. Is there like a Wii emulator? Maybe we could... Hold on. Wii emulator. Oh, Dolphin. Oh, I have Dolphin. I use it to play Coliseum. So hold on. Glee karaoke. ROM. There is. Okay, so there is. Oh my god. Okay, so it says here. Because okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't understand how to use Dolphin. So like when I play Coliseum, like someone gave me told me just stuff to download so I could play it, and I listened. So if someone's willing to figure out how I can get this Karaoke Revolution Glee Volume 1 and Karaoke Revolution Glee 2 working on Dolphin, I will plan the stream. I'll do it. Does it require a Wii mic to pick up the audio? I have a Wii mic. Hold on. Where's my Glee box? Oh no, wait, that's right. I took them out of the shelf. Hold on. I have all. They are very well loved. Actually, you guys want to know a fun story? So So because I just looked at my Blu-ray for the Glee concert, and so I went to go see it in person, but then they also made it a movie, and they showed it in theaters, and I went to go see it in theaters and bought the DVD, and my mom thought I was crazy because she was like, you saw it in person, why do you need to go see the movie if it's the exact same thing? And like, because I have to, so I did. Well, I don't think that I need the Wii controller. I have the Wii like microphone. Yeah, I have the Wii microphone. It says Konami Logitech. And yeah, I've got, wait, are all the microphones? Oh, I forgot about this. In volume 3, the microphone is black. And then in volume 1, volume 1 and volume 2, the microphones are white. Now just research if it's possible on my PC. If you find out, let me know. The ROM is in the right format, but there's a conversion. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff that I don't know. That I don't know about really. I'm not super tech savvy. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff. So I just kind of go, what do I do? And then someone tells me what to do, and then that's just easier. So let me put this back. If I took a picture of these boxes, you guys would see what I mean by well loved. These are so broken. But I refuse. I remember my mom was like, you just throw the boxes away. I was like, you're crazy. Why would I throw away the box? I see why she told me to throw away the box. It's ripping. They're ripping really bad, and they're also they're like crushed from like me moving so many times and putting them in suitcases. Like they're and also like they're old. Like what? How old is it now? Like it's over. It's over old. Do you just want a Wii? I mean, I don't know how to hook up a Wii to just stream. I don't know how to do that. Okay. The thing that I really want is I eventually want to have a model so that way I can do like Glee dances and stuff. And but the thing is, like, I have to debut first, and debut is expensive. So I have to like, well, I have to I have to like what's the word? Well, I have a capture card. I don't I have to check if it works because I haven't used it in a really long time, but I have to check if it works. But I have one. But like I have to finish doing debut stuff first before I can think about doing a 3D model. And because like the way that I'm doing it right now, so is like if I can't afford everything I need for debut, I just push back debut. That's kind of how I do things, just because it's less stress for me than being like, okay, I'm gonna debut in August, and if I and then I'm going to like pull out of my funds and brute force debut so that way I can afford everything. No, I'm not gonna do that. So like that's why I try not to. I don't want to give like too many like timelines for what I think debut will be, because I'd rather just have a good debut and just keep pushing it back so than anything else. But yeah, anyway, Glee. Yeah, does anyone have any other questions about Glee? Do you have anything you want, like, Is there like any episodes you want me to just randomly quote? I think I quote the same episodes like over and over. So it's like obvious that I know those. I'm trying to think like what is the most, I guess like the most important line for me in the show. Is it a good show? No. The coffee scene? Which coffee scene? Are you talking about the one in Silly Love Songs? Not a show specific. What do you think is the most embarrassing Glee fanfic that you've ever read has been? Most embarrassing. You should quote season 5, episode 3. Sam, no. No. Okay, that's the one that I will not quote. That is one that I will not quote. I've actually only just recently watched it maybe a year ago because the episode's really fucking sad. I was really, really sad, and I actually went into Bree's stream, and I was like, should I watch The Quarterback? And she was like, Bestie, are you okay? No, this is a really, really sad episode. Your random guess was the most sad episode ever. Yeah. Okay, so you want the Silly Love Songs episode. So I will do that after I answer Callie's question. So the most embarrassing Glee fic? I've read a lot. Like even the other day, I remembered a fic. Actually, I even showed Bree this AMV that got me really into Secondhand Serenade. I skipped The Quarterback because I knew I'd ball. I really am fake. No, Thomas, I watched Quarterback for the first time. For the first time a year ago. Me, of all the episodes, I've watched every single one except that one. And I didn't watch it until a year ago for the very first time. So like, yeah, because I couldn't. Because I remember where I was when it was announced that Corey died. I was in London. We had just gotten to London because we were celebrating we were celebrating like an achievement, and my gift was I wanted to go to Europe for the first time. And so the start of my 2-week trip started in London for a few days. And we were eating breakfast, and I was getting a bunch of texts and tweets saying, did you hear about what happened to Corey? And I was like, no. And so I saw it, and it like ruined my entire day. So, to London, you didn't tell me? What do you mean? This was like years ago when Corey died. Yeah, it was real. Like they didn't give the character like a reason why he died. They just said that basically it's kind of like I think that's it was an important stance to take, because it was just like it didn't matter how he died. It was just the fact that he was gone. Because it didn't matter why. Because it's true. And I tend to take that approach with a lot of things where it's like it doesn't always matter why, right? What matters is how you react to it, and like what the result of that is. Because like no matter how Finn the character died, he was still dead. He wasn't going to come back. We were never going to see him again, no matter what. So but back to fanfics. I've read a lot of them. I'm trying to remember like what the weirdest one I've ever read is, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, oh wait. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Okay. I have to wait, Glee. Wait. AO3 Glee. Because fanfiction.net had a lot of crazy Glee fics. But this is the one that I probably remember the most. Wait, so what was it? Mpreg? Daddy King? Sue Sylvester. Where is it? AO3 Glee. Sue Sylvester. Mpreg. What is the name of this fic? It was really freaking weird because I remember I was scrolling and it was like, what is it called? And I just remember that the title was really weird and the description was really weird. And then I was like, what is this? Saint Fabre. Oh my God, ships. We haven't even talked about ships. That's crazy. Okay, there's 7 pages. I'm pretty sure it's an I'm pretty sure it was explicit. Maybe that will narrow it down. I don't remember what happened. Oh, the day the kink meme exploded, because if you have been in fandoms for a while and you used to be on LiveJournal, there used to be the kink meme. Or the kink, yeah, the kink meme thread, and it was there for like every fandom. And then you would have, like, I remember on LiveJournal there was Glee and there was Ace Attorney, and so you would anonymously put in a prompt, and someone would do a fill for it on fanfiction.net, AO3, or also on LiveJournal, and you'd read it. Okay, so it is called The Day the Kink Meme Exploded. The crazy stuff on the kink meme comes true, and it's all Sue's fault. Notes. This is a short, cracky fill for a cracky prompt. It contains mention of many kinks on the kink meme. Anything else? It does not contain really graphic descriptions. Anything else is up for grabs. List of all kinks at the end of notes if you're worried. List of Sue's nicknames for everyone is also at the end of notes. And let me see. I'm not gonna read this out loud. Like, if you paid me, maybe, but like, I no! Oh, it's actually really short. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, if someone paid me to read this, I would read it. But it's how much? If we hit 400 memberships today, I will read it. But yeah, so it says characters: Kurt Hummel, Blaine Anderson, Will Schuster, Sue Sylvester, Brittany S. Pierce, Santana Lopez, Quinn Fabre, Tina Cohen Chang, Glee Ensemble, additional tags, not chads, Orgy, Daddy Kink, Sex Pollen, Tentacle Monsters, Mpreg, Dom Sub, Spanking, and Bestiality. And then language in English. Published 2013, June 12th. Has 3,819 words. It has 46 kudos and 11 comments. I would probably say, because that title, like, The Day the Kink Meme Exploded, you have to read it because you know it's going to be fucking weird. And so, like, I had to read it. And I think it's a good thing that I don't remember anything that happened in it other than that exists. And it's, how many members do we have again? Let me pull this up. You have to with the title? I know. We like you have to. You have to. Hold on. I'm going to the YouTube membership count because that's more accurate. Okay, so we are currently at 355 members. So 45 away from 45 away from 400 members. So when we hit 400 members, I will read this abomination of a fic out loud. Oh god. Oh my god! I'm reading some of it and it's so bad. Oh, no, I'm gonna... What is this song? Me so horny. What is that song? What kind of fucking song is this? Oh, Ray, thanks for the 5. Can we get like a single excerpt? I just read it. Me so horny. That's what it says. So now we're 40 away. So the last thing I hear is me so horny. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I hope you sleep well. I'm so sorry. You should have set the bar higher than 400. Yeah, maybe I should have. Holy shit. But I always undermine myself. I'm always like, oh no, I don't think that I should make it that high. Here, I'll read like a small excerpt from it, okay? Sue stared at sweet porcelain, aka Kurt, for several seconds before she realized that Blaine, aka young Burt Reynolds, had a huge stomach and that he and Kurt lovingly rubbed. The pink eyes were worse than ever, and boy preggers glowed with a look that crossed, I'm so proud I'm adding to the world's overpopulation, with I spent all day puking my guts out like Will Schuester on a week-long bender. She blinked in disbelief several times, trying to clear her vision. Are you pregnant? Sue asked, despite the extreme stupidity of the question. Yes, he is, said Kurt, in a tone that implied that it was obvious while sounding smug. But you're gay, she sputtered at porcelain. His brow wrinkled. I know. There you go. There's an expert from the fic. Hi, Aku. The depths of the head. No, it's the kink meme. It's the Glee kink meme. This very like, I will put the link in the chat. If you guys want to venture in and read it yourself, you can. It is rated as explicit, so please only read this if you are of age. It's fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. Thank you so much, Umi. Oh my god. No, don't say thank you. No. Aku, no. Anyway. Okay, anyway. What was I gonna do after I talked about the weirdest fic that I've ever read? Oh, silly love songs. Okay. I don't know if I want to read it even of age. I think that if you read this and you show proof of it in your browser history, I will give you a smooch. because then we are bonded. We are bonded by this really traumatic and weird experience, and I love it. It is not an experience that you get to share with just about anybody. It's unique to us. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, we have a thumbs up emote now. This is, yeah, it's almost 4,000 words. It's not that long. 4,000 words is really short for a fic. So for a work computer on the day I decide to quit. That'd be funny. Isn't it great? I love it. I have to darken it a little bit because you can't see it as well, but I think it's great. Okay. Anyway, so in season 2, episode 12, there's a scene between Kurt and Blaine, and Kurt and Blaine just sang At the Gap, and Blaine saying When I Get You Alone by Robin Thicke to this guy that he likes, who's the manager. And he goes, and he basically gets rejected, being like, you and I got coffee twice. It's so obvious this is a man. Wait, hold on, I got this.
Hello. Hello, I am Umi Kyoku. Yes, I am man. I have a lot of testosterone in my body. I am, what do guys say? D's nuts. I don't know. What do I'm so much of a bro, man. Hey yo, shawty, do you want to get up in this dick? Ayo, baby girl, you want to ride the, do you want to, get up in this grill and, we...
I don't even... I don't know. So manly, Ikemen, I'm blushing. Thank you. I am Ikemen. I was trying to think of a way to be like,
yo, back that caboose up. I'ma take a ride on that train.
Ayo, baby girl. Oh God. I was like, yeah, that's real voice. Totally not a voice changer. Totally not a voice changer. Not me also checking if I made sure reverb and echo were off when I pressed the button. Anyway, so Jeremiah turns down Blaine. He goes like, if you and I went out, I would get arrested because you're underage, because Blaine was like 15. And so Blaine is like heartbroken, and then they go to Lima Bean, and they're in line for coffee, and Blaine Blaine's like looking at all the Valentine's Day stuff because it's not Valentine's Day yet, and he's like, don't they have anything here that isn't covered with stupid little hearts? Gross. And Kurt's like, you've certainly changed your tune. I don't think I've ever made that big a fool of myself, which is really saying something because I've performed at theme parks. I can't believe I made it all up in my head. Okay, can I ask you something? Because we've always been completely honest with each other. And then Blaine's like, huh? You and I, we hang out. We sing flirty duets together. You know my coffee order? Was I supposed to think that was nothing? What do you mean? I thought the guy that you wanted to ask out on Valentine's Day was me. Wow. I really am clueless. Look, Kurt. I don't know what I'm doing. I pretend like I do, and I know how to act it out in song, but the truth is, I've never really been anyone's boyfriend. Me neither. Let me be really clear about something. I really, really care about you, but as you and about 20 other mortified shoppers saw, I'm not very good at romance. I don't want to screw this up. So it's like when Harry met Sally, but I get to play Meg Ryan. Deal. Don't they get together in the end? Could I get a non-fat mocha and a medium drip for my friend Billy Crystal? You know my coffee order. And then Kurt's like, you know what? I think I got us something for us to do on Valentine's Day. And I love that scene so much. I love that scene a lot. Actually, have I ever told you guys this? I don't know if I have. When I was in high school, this one guy I was dating, I made him get a jacket. Hold on. So he had a jacket, okay, and it was like a nice pea coat jacket from Old Navy. And I made him get it because it looked good. 1, 2, also Blaine wore it on the show. And he wore it for several years. And because it looked good, I just didn't say that I also liked it because it was on Glee. I just didn't say that. Because when I was trying really hard to be normal. I'm very much not normal, but like, you guys understand what I'm saying? Hi, Sauce. Would you like to try romance? What? Me? What do you mean? Okay, but anyway, does anyone else have any other Glee questions? But yeah, I love that episode. I love any scene with Blaine in it. I specifically love scenes that Blaine is crying, or sad, or brokenhearted, or upset. Not when he throws his like sassy diva tantrums. I don't really care about those scenes. But when he is genuinely heartbroken and crushed and cast away and alone and sad, I love those scenes. I think those scenes are the most impactful, and I think those scenes are really lovely. And I love how pretty he looks when he cries. Like, one of my favorite scenes. Poor boy? No, he's fine. But what's it called? I really love when he's sad. Because, like, okay, so in season 3, episode 17, there's an episode called Dance with Somebody. And, what's it called? Basically, Kurt meets this guy at, Between the Sheets. No, not Between the Sheets. Crossroads. And, his name is Chandler. We hate Chandler. He sucks. Actually, I remember when that episode aired, everyone thought it was Tyler Oakley. It wasn't Tyler Oakley. I don't know if anyone remembers who Tyler Oakley is. Does anyone remember who Tyler Oakley is? Does anyone remember? I don't know how long some people have been on the internet. And I shouldn't like make the assumption, but does everyone remember who Tyler Oakley is? Or know who Tyler Oakley is? At all whatsoever? Either way, Chandler looks like Tyler Oakley. And they meet and they start texting a lot. And don't remember your legs moving from one side to another. Yeah, I'm like swinging my legs and then my tail comes out of my lower back. That's how a tail works, because like a tail is the extension of the spine. And Tyler forgot he was a person. He streams on Twitch. Fun fact. But anyway, so like they are in Kurt's bedroom and Kurt comes in with a cheese plate and then Blaine goes, "Who's Chandler?" And then Kurt's like, "Why are you going through my phone?" And then Blaine's like, "I'm not going through your phone. It's just that it keeps buzzing because Chandler won't stop texting you." And then Kurt's like just staring at him. And he's like, "When we go to New York, let's go to the front of the plaza and reenact the end of The Way We Were. Give me that. Can you sing into my voicemail? I want to make your voice my ringtone. Give me my phone." There are literally dozens of texts between the two of you. Do you know how many times you've texted me in the past 2 days? 4. And 3 of them were about finding peach-colored shoe polish. Why are you getting so upset? This is all innocent. This is cheating, Kurt. This is texting, okay? He is just a guy that I met at the music store. Nothing happened. You used to text Sebastian all the time. You would call him even. But I didn't like him, and all of those texts were family friendly. You like this guy. I mean, I like the way he makes me feel. I mean, when was the last time you complimented me or told me how special I was? I transferred schools to be with you. Oh, wait, that's another thing. Blaine transferred from Dalton Academy to McKinley, left all of his friends behind, and left the safety of the school to be with Kurt because Kurt kept poking him about it. And, what's it called? It's cheating. No, well, I would say that it is cheating because like you are actively flirting and showing interest in another person, like emotionally investing into somebody else that isn't your partner. So I would say that's still cheating. Is it detachable? No, it's my spine. Why would my tail be detachable? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, but yeah, so he changed schools to be with Kurt because Kurt wanted him to. He did everything for Kurt. Like his whole personality and his whole life revolved around making Kurt happy. And so that's why this pisses me off. He's like, "I transferred schools to be with you. I changed my whole life. That doesn't make you feel loved." And then Kurt is like, "You don't know what it's like being your boyfriend, okay? You are the alpha gay. Even Rachel wanted to make out with you. I used to get solos every week. And do you know how many times I've had to sit on a stool and watch you perform?" And then Blaine is like, "Then talk to me. Tell me that you're unhappy, but don't cheat on me." And then Kurt's like, "I feel like I've taken crazy pills. I didn't cheat on you. I'm really sorry if this made you upset, but it's okay." And then it leads into a song because then Blaine says, "It's not right, but it's okay." And then he storms into the choir room and he goes, "This song is for anyone that's ever been cheated on." And then Kurt's like, "This is insane. I did not cheat on you." And then Brittany's like, she does have the fastest land speed of any living animal." And then Friday night, you and your boys went out to eat. Anyway. But yeah. I love that scene because Blaine looks like a kicked puppy and I love it. I love how sad he looks and betrayed and heartbroken he is. So what are we talking about? Zeus, we are talking about Glee. This is the Glee Zatsu that everyone has been wanting me to have. You can if you want a synopsis of what Glee is or a general idea of what it is, you can find it in the description. Woohoo! Hi Alias, hi babe, how are you? I'm talking about Glee and being a train wreck as per usual. What was the most convoluted subplot in Glee? I never saw it all the way, but it felt like there were very weird B plots. That's a good question. I don't know. There were a lot of really, really weird ones. Like almost to a point where I'm pretty sure I've blocked out the extra weird ones. Can't read any more of that fanfic. I got like one paragraph done and I want to not see anymore. Man. Howard. I don't know, because I think for a large part of Glee, I only really remember the things I want to remember. Because at some point that show, you don't want to remember anything anymore. I think the most convoluted subplot of Glee, I think most of them happened in season 6. Like they randomly led a child into New Directions. Like that was really random. I think the new students in season 6 were also really random. Like we didn't need new students. We just needed the story to wrap up. Like that was it. Like why, like we didn't need that. I mean, some subplots were fine. Like Brittany still believing in Santa was fine. Oh, I think Rachel and Sam was really weird in season 6. Yeah, I think the ones that I really remember the most are from season 6 because I think I blocked out most of season 4 and season 5 because it's so weird. Because like those seasons are just fever dreams to me. Like they let a kid into New Directions. Suddenly Dalton Academy let in a girl, which is it's an all boys school, and I thought that was also really random. I thought Brittany believing in Santa was really cute, so I don't mind that too much. I think the second Brittany episode was weird. Like I thought that Brittany was just weird in general in that episode. Sam and Rachel being a thing was also weird because they never touch on it again, and she just ends up with Jesse St. James. Like it just would have made way more sense for her to start dating Jesse again and then end up with him in the end. Like that shit doesn't make any sense. Or she should have just stayed. Actually, no. I'm a huge proponent of she should have just stayed single. Like that shit doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, Brittany believed in Santa in season 2, and she always believed in Santa. But season 2, there's a whole plot line in the Glee Christmas episode, in a very Glee Christmas. She believes in Santa, and then they go see Mall Santa, and then she tells Santa that she wants her boyfriend Artie to be able to walk for Christmas. And they spend the whole episode trying to figure out how they're going to make a paralyzed boy walk. I'm trying to think what else. What other weird plots were there? I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to like go through the episodes. Like the subplot in Blame It on the Alcohol was Blaine trying to figure out if he was bi. After that was the comeback. The comeback was the Justin Bieber episode. You were also a Glee person on Tumblr, and you missed it, man. Dang. Glee on Tumblr was a different time. My blog still exists. Like it went from an RP blog, or like we called it a Muse blog, but like it was a Glee blog, and then I slowly transitioned it into other things. Wasn't a Glee person. Oh, that's fair. I was, unfortunately. What else? I mean, some of the subplots, they were weird, but like they had purpose. Like the bully whips. Like the bully whips was funny because Karofsky and Santana started dating to hide the fact that they were gay. So they were beards. I'm trying. Wait, they have a really great conversation. Santana says a lot of really fun stuff. Hold on. Because it's in the Born This Way episode, which is a really good episode. It's she discovers that Karofsky is gay because what did she say? I should be prom queen hold on, I have to go through the whole thing. I should be prom queen at school. If I were prom queen, I could get Brittany to drop the four-eyed loser and go for a real queen. She's so gullible, I could convince her that by royal decree, by royal decree, I'd make her being with me the law of the land. But that's never going to happen. I don't have the votes unless I could get the jock block. And then Sam looks at her and then he goes, Jack Ryan, you've just boarded the Red October, or whatever the fuck. And then he goes, Sean Connery. And then she's like, no. She's like, Sam does not have the heat at the school yet because he was like a transfer that season. And then Karofsky comes by and then she's like, hold on. What does she say? Hold on. There's someone at the school who just might have the juice, Dave Karofsky. And then she notices that Karofsky is checking out Sam's ass at school. And then she goes, holy crap, I'm a closet lesbian and a judgmental bitch, which means one thing. I have awesome gaydar. She says so many really great lines in this episode. And like she's talking with Kurt and Blaine about how it's not safe for Kurt to come back to McKinley. And then she's like, but she's off in her own land because she's looking at Brittany. And then she's like, that's it. Kurt's the trick to like getting prom queen and getting Brittany. And then boosting it. And then it would also help with nationals. And then she's like, what does she say? If I could get Kurt back, I'd be a hero. Even Quinn and Finn would vote for me. And the key, Karofsky. And then she like stands up because she realizes she's got to go do stuff. And then she goes, I've got a gay. Go. I've got to go. And I love it so much. It's so funny. And then she later has a scene with Karofsky at Lima Bean. And then Karofsky's like, I knew you'd ask me out eventually. I'm kind of Duke Stud at McKinley. I don't know what the fuck Duke Stud means, but like, oh no, wait, now I get it. Hold on. He's saying he's a Duke and a stud. So he's like, yeah, I'm Duke Stud. Okay, now I get it. I'm stupid. Anyway, he's like, I'm kind of Duke Stud at McKinley. And then she's like, give it up. I know. And he's like, no, what? And she's like, that you're gay. And then he gets nervous and he's like, what? Who told you that? And she's like, no one. She's like, no one had to tell me. First of all, I saw you checking out Sam's ass the other day. You know, you really need to be more careful with your leering. That's actually how I learned what the word leering is. You'd be surprised at how many words I learned from watching Glee. Anyway, and then Karofsky is like, I did it. I was just seeing what kind of jeans he was wearing. And then she's like that's any less gay. Is everyone gay in the show? No. I'm just talking about the gay storyline because we were talking about subplots, and then I was trying to remember all the subplots, and then I was talking about the bully whips. And bully whips is one of the subplots in Glee, but not everybody's Glee. I think there's only 4 or 5 Glee characters out of like 20 that are gay. So, and then Karofsky's like, whatever they told you is a lie to mess with me. I'm gonna kick their ass. Cause he called, and like, this is also the same guy who was like, you want a piece of the fury? And he's talking about his fists. He's talking about his fists. When he punches somebody, he calls it the taste of the fury. It's so stupid. Anyway. And then she's like, okay, you know what? And then she takes his hand. She's like, you know what? Why don't you just settle down and let Auntie Tana here tell you a little story? It's about you. You're what we call a late in life gay. You're going to stay in the closet, get married, get drunk to have relations with your wife, have a couple of kids, and maybe become state senator or a deacon. And then you're going to get caught in the men's room tapping your foot with some page. And you know what? I accept that about you. And then Karofsky's like, why are you doing this? And she's like, because I need you. And you need me. And then like I think aside from Brittany, this is the second time she's ever told anybody that she's gay. So she's like, we play we play on the same team. And he's like, and she's like, look, I'm not ready to start eating jicama or getting a flat top yet either. Maybe in junior college. And he's like, this is garbage. I'm not gay. And then she's like, look, I'm trying to help you out here. Have you heard of the term beards? It's when a gay man and a woman date each other to hide the fact that they're gay, like the Roosevelts. So you and I are going to be each other's beards, and then we're going to wing prom queen and rule the school. And then Karofsky's like, and what if I say no? And then she's like, then I'm going to tell everyone about with you and your life will be over. The only straight I am is a straight up bitch. You in or not? And that is like, she has so many good lines. Like literally the only straight I am is a straight up bitch is such a good line. It's so good. There's Pokemon with gays. I don't know how you got Pokemon from this. And I love that I've also been talking about other characters, but like the main thing that people have latched onto is once I say the word gay. Like I find it very amusing. Like I could talk about like Finn and Rachel or like Quinn and Puck, and you would not register. The only time people would tune in is if I just kept saying the word gay. But that episode's really good. Oh wait, I guess no, this is more of the main plot in Born This Way, but like I guess the Rachel getting Quinn's nose was also a really big one as well. I think that was also a pretty serious plot point. Because like she wanted to get her nose done, and Puck tries to convince her by being like, don't mess with your nose, like it's a Jewish it's like part of our heritage, it's like a Jewish birthright or something like that is what he says, I think, because both her and Puckerman are Jewish. I don't remember what he says, but yeah. Because I've heard some of these lines before, did not know they're from Glee. Yeah! Like, a lot of the lines are, like, really iconic. Gaydar equals Pokedex, so Pokemon. I guess? Oh, hi, Coyote. I'm okay. I think gaydar is more of like a radar that gay people have to recognize other gays. then whereas like a Pokedex is like, it is like an encyclopedia. It's like literally like a Rolodex of information rather. So like, I don't think that they're the same really. Yeah. I think those are the main, like the subplots that I can remember. I'm trying to remember other ones. Like, yeah, I really only choose to remember what I want to remember about Glee. So I don't know. I don't know. Did I answer your question? I don't know if I did. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if I answered your question. Yeah, so what I miss a lot. Gaydar is something I'm missing. Yeah. Yeah, you really are missing that, aren't you? Yep. You really are missing that. I finished it. The first paragraph was horrid, but after that it got kind of funny. You finished it? Mwah. I didn't write that so you could agree to it? What do you mean? What, you want me to just see that and not agree? Like, what am I, like... Please. We know that it's bad. We know that you don't have one. I'm very aware. Like... This is a reminder to tell you that you are cute and you are very boopable. Oh my god, thank you. This is now, we will now take a 5-minute break where you guys all compliment me. And for sharing Glee with you guys. I think it's very important for my psyche. Here, I'll even play the Glee music. Since I got here, but thank you. You're welcome. Is it possible to learn this power, this gaydar? I'm gonna be real. I have no clue. It's just like, I think I have pretty decent gaydar. But I also like women. So I don't know how it works for like people who don't have some attraction to the same gender. Or like are just like LGBT in general. I should probably specify actually more clearly. Actually, what's it called? I said I liked women once and someone got confused and thought that it meant I only liked women. No, I also like men. And then like there was another instance where I was like, in case nobody knew, I am bisexual. And the amount of you fuckers that were like, you really like women? What? Whoa. Like, you fucks. I have gaydar kinda, it just doesn't have UI. What? What do you mean it doesn't have UI? How do you use it then? It's kind of obvious. I mean, what's it called? I like to think that I was ambiguous for a very long time. I've only been openly saying the words I am bisexual for like 2 months now. Wait, were you a theater kid? Not in the theater kid way that you're thinking of, because the way that I was a theater kid was like I was actually pursuing theater and like I was actually trying to be a professional performer. Whereas like when people think theater kids, they think like the kid who's gonna go in the middle of the school lawn and like play werewolf and like sing and dance randomly and like skip through New York City like that. I can't do that. I couldn't. Even when I was a teenager, I would rather rip out my eyeballs than participate in typical theater kid activities. So, like I personally can't stand it. Like I very much can't. Like it makes me feel like I think that I'm fairly, I don't know, like I'm pretty, like people can go do what they want, right? But like that physically makes me cringe. Like the secondhand embarrassment that I feel is so palpable. I can't do, that's why I personally don't like being called a theater kid, because like I don't like being associated with the thing that makes me uncomfortable. You know, I gravitate towards other LGBT folk. Oh my God. Have I ever told you guys this story? So my old job, when I got my old job, I was very used to being like, I was surrounded by other LGBT people. And I was used to that because like, I don't know, like that's what you gravitate towards, I guess. I was used to that. And I forgot that straight people were real. I thought it was just stuff that I saw in like television because I was just surrounded by like LGBT people all the time. And then I remember the first time I talked to a friend and I was like, isn't she hot? And they're like, yeah, she's fine. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean fine? They're like, yeah, she's fine. And then like my friends, like two of my friends, they started talking about men. And I was like, but they didn't put in the same energy for women. And I got so confused. And I was like, you guys like women? And they were like, no, no, I don't. And I was like, what? I was so confused. I just like forgot that straight people, all my IRL friends are in some straight. Yeah, see, okay, you get me. I also forgot straight people existed. Like, and then I started to meet more, well, I guess Kilmoras now, and at the time, like, I forgot. I like in my head, like everyone has like the token friend. For me, it was like token straight people. Like I forgot that people, like I forgot straight people were real. Like I thought that just, to me in my head, everybody's gay until they say they're not. And so like, and like I like, would you still love me if I was a hetero? Yes, of course. Silly. But like it didn't register. It took me a really long time to be like, that's right. Sorry, that was probably so loud when I clapped. I was so confused. It was like someone slapped me in the face and was like, you remember that majority of people are not are not LGBT. And I was like, and it's just kind of like this moment of like, wow, that's so crazy. Yeah, but like, no, I do have like straight friends. Like I don't know how else to put it but like I do, like, obviously I know now straight people exist, but it's like I was just like hit with this realization because I was so used to being surrounded by LGBT people, and I just assumed everyone liked the same gender in some capacity. That's what I thought. I just thought that's what it was. But yeah, so and like that goes into like what's it called? Like there's so many flavors of it. I'm bisexual. If no one got that by now, I'm bisexual. So that means I like a 2. I am attracted to femininity and masculinity. Is an anomaly, kind of. Like, I remember, like, I can't remember, like, I remember at least during that time, I couldn't remember the last time I was like friends with a straight person. And I remember when two of my closest friends were like just talking about guys, and I just didn't get it. And I just was like, wait, so no women? And they're like, yeah, no women. And I just was it was so like, I can't describe to you how confusing that was. I was like, huh. I'm so fucking stupid. I'm autistic, so thanks for spelling that out for me. Social cue debuff here. You're totally valid. I too also need things spelled out for me. You're like, so if anything is ever not clear, I'm happy to, I usually try to lay things out pretty clearly. But even if I don't understand something, I'll be like, wait, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or like what part's real. You'll find that in a lot of scenarios, I will say, is that real? Cause I need the I need the clarification. So, yeah. Anyway, Glee. Yeah, Glee. Honestly fair though, because we usually communicate through text. Yeah, I'm very bad at reading tone specifically over text. I'm also just bad at tone in general. So, but I've gotten better at like asking for clarification. It's just easier. Man, I forgot that I said that if we hit 400 members, I would read this fic, and it's still open. Oh. Okay. Anyway, does anyone have any more Glee questions? Does anyone have any burning Glee questions they want me to answer? Actually, probably not burning Glee questions. Mpreg jump square, like well, because Tommy said read the last line of the fic, and so I read it, and now I fear more when we hit 400. How many members are we at? We are at 300 and I just remember there's 40 left because we needed 45. So and then Rain gifted 5, so now we're at 40. So we have 40 left. Yes, I do. And the question is, hi. Hi. Hi, darling. How are you? Is everyone in Glee theater kids? They're all kids who want to they were like me. And I think that's why I liked Glee so much, because they weren't like all of the theater kids that I was surrounded by. They were kids who wanted to genuinely pursue Broadway or performance or music or film, and it very genuinely, because like I think I've talked about it briefly, but like when Glee was airing, those felt like my best friends, like those characters, because it felt like there were characters that understood my goals and what I wanted from myself and my life, and that never and that I didn't get from other what's the word, from like existing theater kids in my personal space. So like it meant a lot to me to see kids on screen really genuinely want to pursue Broadway and try to figure it out, and like go to auditions, audition for art school. Like that was stuff that I wasn't getting taught in school. Like Glee was the reason why I figured out acting schools exist, why I figured out I had to have a resume and like have all this stuff that I needed to prepare for acting school auditions because my school didn't teach me. I just didn't know. So ask us had questions about Glee, of course. Also, Drisbane, thank you for the 5. And Jeff, thank you for becoming a member, dear. If you got gifted a membership, make sure you say thank you. So now we are at 40, so 35, 34. So we have 34 more members before 400. Yeah, if you have a sad question, you're welcome to ask it. The question is, can we have smooch? I am only giving smooches if you read the day the Glee kink meme exploded or green super chats. That's kind of what we're doing right now. So here's the fic. It is dreadful. This is the fic that I'm going to read at 400 members if we hit it. So yep. Was there a guy in the show with a mohawk, or did I imagine that? Yes, there was a guy with a mohawk. He was a person. That's all I have to say. Not a question, but I really want to say I'm loving your Glee talk session. Oh, I'm glad. I was worried that people would find this boring. Because I feel like I'm saying a lot of words that don't make sense to people. And yeah. So did it hit you in Corey? Yeah, it ruined my day. It like I don't handle death very well. Like I don't do death. I don't do like cemeteries and gravestones, which is ironic. But I don't do death very well. I don't handle it very well. I don't deal with like mortality well. So I try not to I try not to like listen to it or like be too around it, I guess. So when it happened to him, it was like this moment of like, wow, he's really not gonna he's really not gonna come back. And he was also, so before Blaine came along, Finn was my favorite character. Because in season 1, he's not the greatest. Like he's just kind of like this guy, like he's just a dude just trying to do his best. And like he loved his mom, and all he ever wanted to do was just like make people happy and try to make somebody proud and try to really figure out what it meant to be a man without having a father figure around. And I really loved his character. And so for him to suddenly be gone was like really devastating. I'm just sign a waiver before I read this. I just say read at your own, read with caution. So yeah. If you could interview one of the cast members, what would you want to ask them about, and who would it be? I honestly, I mean, she's dead now, but I would have really loved to interview Naya Rivera and like talk to her about what it was like to play Santana. I'm gonna read it aloud to my dogs. I hope you're home alone. Right while I was listening, may I have a smooch? Mwah. Yeah, I would have loved to interview Naya Rivera. I would also really love to interview Diana Agron or Agron. I think that would have also been really lovely as well. Because Diana, she played Quinn, and she really brought so much. She really made Quinn very human, and as an actor, I really loved that. So like Glee, when it came to acting, the people that I watched, the one that I paid closest attention to and learned the most from in terms of like acting is like Diana and Darren, which is why I really love them. And so I would just have a bunch of acting questions, like what mannerisms do you think most humanized your characters, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think those two, like I think Naya, Darren's a given. But I've met Darren before and he's very nice, and I'd just rather talk about normal people things if I ever met Darren. But like if I had to actually interview somebody, it would probably be Diana and Naya, I think. Yeah. Which one of the cast would make a great whale shark OC? Like main cast? Probably. A whale shark OC. I'm trying to think if any of the characters have a passive enough personality to get away with that. I don't think so. Also, if you haven't, please consider liking the stream. It helps me out a ton. I don't think there is one. I don't think that there is one at all, actually. I don't think that there's one that's passive enough. I think maybe you could probably get away with Brittany being like a narwhal because she talks about being a unicorn a lot, but like because like she's like unique and magical or whatever. And then she goes, I'm a bicorn because she's bisexual. Because she also doesn't realize that bicorn means that she would have two horns. So of the characters, who do you think would have been most likely to become a VTuber? Brittany. Easily, because she had a web show. She already had a web show, so her becoming a VTuber would make a lot of sense. Easily. Yeah, she had a web show called Fondue for Two. Fondue for Two. Fondue for Two. And where she'd have guests on and they'd have fondue. Actually, oh my god, I want fondue. Actually, wait, hold on a second. How much is a fondue fountain? Can I get one? Fondue fountain. Oh my god, I want a fondue fountain. Or like just like a fondue pot. Yeah, a fondue pot electric set. I guess that's true, even if it was only temporarily for a bit. Yeah, like Fondue for Two had like what? 2 episodes. I'm pretty sure. Like it was like a web show that lasted. It was in season 2 and then it came back in like season 4. And it has her and her cat, Lord Tubbington. Her cat is, I forgot, her cat's name is Lord Tubbington. I forgot about that. And then she got another cat named Lady Tubbington. Only a cheap one that breaks after one use for like $20. Well, there's an electric one. An electric fondue pot electric set for $25. It's a pot, but it's electric. So that means I could just plug it into my room. I could also we could make fondue on stream. That'd be cool. Oh, here we go. Here's another one that's for $28. I could do it on stream. I could have a fondue date night. That'd be cute. I have no need for fondue. The male cat's name because it's mentioned in that fic. Yeah, Lord Tubbington. The thing is, Brittany had another cat and it got replaced with Lord Tubbington, but no one mentions like what happened to that other cat. So it's like ooh, I I closed the tab for the for looking at the fondue pots, and it opened to the fic. And the first thing that I saw, it says the words right there, daddy. And I'm like, oh, uh-oh, ain't that. Hi, Spartan. How are you, babe? Yeah. Are we out of questions? Have the Kyomoras run out of questions? Have we run out of questions? Has our curiosity about my knowledge of Glee dissipated into the sun? You sound familiar. Oh, that's funny. That was probably messing around on stage, had to be replaced for insurance purposes. I think the first time it was mentioned actually, I think the first time it was around was during I think it was a Chevrolet commercial. Glee did a Chevrolet did a Super Bowl commercial. Hold on, Chevrolet commercial. I'm pretty sure. I think it was Chevrolet. Yeah, see the USA Glee cast Chevrolet commercial. Yes, because it was part of the Super Bowl. Woohoo! Umi question: is this related to Glee? Is it a Glee related question? If you were to perform with one cast of Glee, who would it be? Oh, I would love to sing with Darren. I would love to. That fit calls to Umi. No, I said I would read it at 400 members. We have 24 to go, I think. 34 to go, something like that. I would love to sing with Darren. I think that's a given. But if I were to pick someone who's not Darren, I would have really loved to sing with Naya. If anyone doesn't know who Naya Rivera is, she played Santana on Glee, and she passed away during the pandemic, not because of COVID, but because she passed away saving her son. She went out boating with her son, and basically what happened was her son got caught in a riptide. She jumped in to save her son, and she got her son on the boat, and but she got pulled under by the riptide, and she was missing for about a week. And the way that they found her boat and her son was he was like crying because the boat made it to shore. Yeah, that's basically what happened with Naya. That's how she passed. And it's really fun. It's really like I people know her because who she played, like the characters she's played. She's always played like really hard ass characters, but every person that I had ever seen like who met Naya, or like the actors that were friends with Naya, had always said that she was like the softest heart, and the thing that she was most proud of was being a mama. So I'm glad that at least like even that the most important thing to her was her baby, and I love that very, very much. So yeah. Yeah, I would have loved to sing with her. She has this really beautiful like jazzy rasp voice. She sings like Amy Winehouse really beautiful, really, really beautifully. And like she covered Valerie and Back to Black. Really awesome. But yeah, probably Naya. I think among living, I mean, Darren's a given, like I said, and then probably also Diana. Diana has a really beautiful voice. I think it'd be fun to sing with Amber Riley because she's got an awesome voice. I also think it'd be really fun to sing with Kevin. Yeah, I don't know. I think my pick really would have been Naya, but she's dead, so that's not an option. So I guess I'll just stick with... Actually, I'll go with Kevin. I think singing with Kevin would be really fun because I really like his music. He has one song that I like listen to all the time. Like the EP itself was really good, but Kevin McHale, he played Artie Abrams, the kid in the wheelchair. He He has a song called Help Me Now, which is really fun. It's a really good song. Highly recommend it. And yeah, I like his style of singing. And I think he's like, I think personality wise in like interviews, podcasts and stuff, he's very fun to watch. I think he also did Celebrity X Factor. I think I have his version of Dance Monkey in my phone. I'm trying to think. What else has he done? I think he also did he did Celebrity Drag Race, I think, as well. And he did it with Jenna Ushkowitz, who played Tina Cohen Chang. I'm trying to remember, did he do The Masked Singer or was that Amber Riley? Hold on. Glee Masked Singer. I'm pretty sure it was Amber. Was it Amber? I think it was Amber. And I think she won. Hold on. Yeah, she won. Okay, so Amber Riley, she played Mercedes. She won The Masked Singer season 8, and she was the harp. And so on November 30th season finale, the harp's final clue was a yellow sports car. She performed The Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga and Gravity by John Mayer. She outlasted the Lambs and took home the Golden Mask trophy, ultimately revealed as Glee alum Amber Riley. Yeah. So, what's it called? That's like her second, like, oh my God. Amber Riley has done like a couple of like reality television things. How's Glee talk going so far? It's going. We'll probably wrap up soon because my stomach's starting to hurt and I'm hungies. So, but she's done a couple shows. Like she did Dancing with the Stars. Like while Glee was airing, or like during the hiatus of Glee or something, she filmed it and she won that season as well. And she killed it. She was so good on that season. So she's won twice. She did that and The Masked Singer and she won. So good. Highly recommend watching her performances on Dancing with Stars. She's cracked. She's insane. She does a really cool step routine. Excuse me. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? I don't remember. I don't remember if I answered the question. Did I answer it? Did you ever have a teacher that was close to Jane Lynch's character IRL? No. Mainly because I didn't care about teachers really. Like I had English teachers that were really nice to me, and then my acting teacher, and then if they weren't nice to me, I just didn't listen to them or cared, so I just blocked them out. Because I'm not going to listen to you if you're going to be mean to me. So who cares? So it's like it doesn't matter. Like, and my brain was, and like I've said this like in regards to like dating in high school, but like I really did not care. Like I was like I'm never gonna see any of these people again. If you're mean to me, there's no reason for me to care about you. Like who gives a shit? Because like I mean I never really, like, I don't know. To me, there was no point in keeping contact with anybody from high school or like my hometown. It's like, why would I? So very thoroughly. Okay, sick. But yeah, so I don't know. I just like, yeah. Like my show choir teacher was kind of like stingy, but like, it's like whatever. She was an old lady Like, it didn't really matter. I know you're not the biggest fan of the later seasons, so is there anything specific you would have done differently? I would have done... What I would have done is... What's it called? When the older students graduated, I would have just kind of like, I wouldn't have followed them to New York. Like, the biggest thing that was a huge problem for a lot of the fandom when season 4 aired was it was split. Like, you had to focus either your energy in New York or in at McKinley. And the problem was they were kind of like half-assing both. So instead of putting all of their eggs in a basket dedicated to one group, they were splitting it up and were not giving the quality, like the quality wasn't there. Also, like, I think I probably would have asked the writers to pay more attention to past seasons, because they hired on new writers because Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk wanted to focus more on American Horror Story. And you have so much duende. Hi, Devi. But what's it called? Yeah, like I think that if they focused more on one, I think it would have been better. Because, like, even if you would be eliminating part of the cast, you could still bring them on for episodes. Because, like Finn was able to come back for season 4 and do the teaching thing. And, like, you could have, like, found ways to include the older cast. Like, they were able to do it with Grease, which, like, didn't make any fucking sense, but whatever. And, like, you know, like, there was a lot of different things you could have done. And just have them guest star, or, yeah, have them guest star throughout the 4th season. And then once everyone's graduated, then move everybody to New York and, like, refocus there and put all of your energy towards that. I think they were trying to do just too much when season 4 came around. And this goes back into what I usually say about Glee, where they started to feel like it was necessary to be the pioneer for everything in regards to media. And they were, but, like, was it necessary for the sake of story? Not really. Like, did they really need to have, like, a school shooter episode? Probably not. Did they do it? Yeah, they did. Was it necessary? Again, no. I think we could have done without that, actually. You know, like, I think it just would have all around been better if they didn't split it up so much and then just started to shift and refocus later on. Like, I think it would have been a good idea to just keep focusing, because the thing is, right, the show is about, when it comes down to it, the show, I keep playing with this knife. The show is about show choir. If you've gone to New York, you are no longer in the show choir. So why are we following you to New York? You, Rachel Berry, you left. Go. Shoo. Leave. Anyway, and then let's focus on New Directions. Because the show is about show choir. If they did that today, that would mean lots of backlash. I mean, they did at the time. Why are you playing with a knife? Because I got gifted one on Throne, and it's pink and it has Hello Kitty on it, and it's cute. Also, I have a fidget habit, so I tend to play with things that are in front of me, and so I'm playing with a knife. Really, I think it's kind of on brand for myself. Anyway, they were met with a bunch of backlash, but, like, it was in light of a school shooting that happened around that time, and they were trying to bring awareness to it. And I think what happened was they did that to raise awareness, and then the money made from that episode was going towards families and the school who were, like, affected by the shooting of the time. I don't really remember it that well, but they did a lot of episodes like that. where they had episodes where something would happen and they would do an episode themed around that to raise awareness, and then the proceeds from that episode would go towards the affected. So like I get what they were going for, but we really didn't need we didn't need to do that. Like I think that like season 4, I think season 4 until about the halfway mark is okay if we just took out a bunch of the New York parts. I think the breakup like episode was fine. I thought the storyline was shit, but like it's fine. Like that could have stayed in. Like just like the first half where they're like where like the students are coming back to visit their friends. The students are going to go visit their friends. I think that's fine. It's when like you like who the fuck is Brody? I don't care about Brody. Like, oh, I will say though, actually, hold on a second. Maybe I take it back. Wait, no, I don't take it back, because I shouldn't say take it back just because Kate Hudson is hot. I shouldn't say that. Because like just because Kate Hudson is really attractive doesn't mean that you should make bad choices. So yeah, because like who the fuck is Brody? I mean, okay, so I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I'll send you guys the video. She's so hot. She did this performance. She sings Americano and Dance Again. It's so good. She's so hot in it. Here, I'll put the video. Lenny Stelle. She's so hot. She's saying it. I forgot how many guest stars were on this show. Like they had Kristen Chenoweth, Idina Menzel, Jeff Goldblum, Kate Hudson, Sarah Jessica Parker, Shirley MacLaine, Pamela Lansbury, Adam Lambert was on the show. Demi Lovato was on the show. Like, holy shit. I forgot how stacked this was. So stacked. Words as sweet as May. She sang in 8s into barrio chords. Who else was in the show that was really crazy? Lord. Sorry, I'm watching this now. Mis canciones son de la revolución. Mi corazón me duele por generación. If you love me, we can marry on the West Coast. On a Wednesday in verano de agosto. I wanna dance. She's so hot. I want to look hot in a leotard too and dance. What the fuck? I want to do a Glee karaoke. I was thinking about planning one for after this, but I really have a lot of work I need to get done, and I need to sleep. I have not been sleeping well. And like yesterday I had a migraine. I slept for like 10 hours. And I'm still tired. I loved this. See, the thing with Glee is they always had banger. They had like banger first episodes for each of the seasons, but like but then like you'd watch the rest of the season because like the pilots were always so good. And oh, that was another thing that people did. You always knew if the episode was going to be good or not based on who wrote it. If it was one of the new writers they hired on for from season 4, you knew that the episode wasn't going to be that great But if Brad Falchuk, Ryan Murphy, or Ian Brennan got their grubby paws on a script, and you saw that on the screen, because they always did the credits at the beginning for the most part, or like they always had title credits. You knew that episode was gonna be a banger. Anyway, I need to eat. I need to get food. I said this like 20 minutes ago. I'm still waiting on that emo karaoke stream. We'll have one. I just need to plan it. Because like the last karaoke we did was a drunk karaoke. And then before that was monetization karaoke. So we've just kind of been doing a lot of, and then I did treadmill karaoke. So one day I'll be around a while. So like, there's a lot of karaoke to be had. I never really noticed the opening credits. I did because I used to take screenshots and I used to play with things on Photoshop and I used to RP on a Tumblr for Glee and I needed the screenshots. But the problem was there was always credits on the screen and they would fuck up a really good shot. Or like, especially like in the prom episode in season 2, Blaine talks about how he went to Sadie Hawkins or like a dance at his old school before he went to Dalton, and how he like got he got beat up because he went to the dance with another boy, and how the dance is like going to a dance is like a sore spot because Kurt asked him to go to prom, and it's ruined by fucking credits. Stupid. How's the Glee talk? Well, we have successfully avoided me having to read the day the kink meme exploded. We have successfully avoided this. So you guys are welcome to read it on your own time. Wait, so, hold on, how do I do math? 44 away? Something like that. Sadly, nope. Sadly, wait, from me? Okay. Oh, for you. Oh, yeah. Go here. I'll put the link in there again. If you would like to read it, have fun. It's the weirdest fic that I'd probably ever read. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's all I can say. Enjoy it. I didn't. It's there forever. It's there in my brain. It's there in my heart. It's there forever. Okay. So anyway, thank you for coming to my Glee talk. I hope you have now been embraced with knowledge that you never knew that you possibly could. I hope that you liked it well enough. I don't know. Like, did you guys learn anything new? Or was it just like, oh, of course Umi is like this? Who can we raid? Who's live right now? Oh, Wilhelm Vanderboss is playing The Witness, so we can go raid him. I learned of the kink meme. Yeah, kink meme on LiveJournal. Yeah. If we keep asking Glee questions, does that mean you wouldn't be able to leave? Maybe, but I do need to eat. So, I do have to eat though. What's it called? Let's see. Save. There we go. But anyway, I'm trying to think. Do I have an don't forget Bunny Girl merch is the run is gonna end in just a couple of days. I haven't been doing a very good I haven't been doing a really good job at like promoting the bunny girl art, or not the bunny girl art, the bunny girl merch. But it does close in a couple of days. So, but other things are also going to still be available. But like the bunny girl stuff is just, that one's going to go away. So that will be there. And then there's still blood heart holographic stickers. I think there's like 9 left? Question mark. So there's that. Just a reminder, next week I'm going to be at Offkai. I tweeted about this and I talked about it, and probably just gonna like keep vaguely mentioning it or until Offkai. But I will be physically there. I'll mostly be vibing incognito. So if you're going to be at Offkai, you hear my voice, I'm not gonna like outright turn you away or like ignore you, but try to like respect my space as a whole. Like if you want to say hi, you're welcome to come say hi. I'm not that standoffish. I'm kind of standoffish in person. I should say that. If you see me in person and you want to come say hi, that's fine. I just need you to know that I'm very standoffish IRL. Like I just am. Like yeah, I just am. I don't like being bothered, and I don't like I don't like being bothered. I like only really when I can't go. Would you sign my forearm so I could tattoo it? Can I put it? I mean, I could write it on a piece of paper. Does that work? Are you going to hide the tail at Offkai? I'm going to do it the same way that drag queens tuck in their balls. I'm going to push it into my spine socket, and where it grew from, and that's how I will hide it. And then I will put tape, and then I'm gonna wear tight pants. If you're not familiar with tucking, here, I'll explain tucking really quickly. So, tucking is when you take your testicles, if you have testicles, and you basically, you take your balls and you push your balls up out of the way, and you push them into like the cavity of your body from where they came from. And I don't think like, yeah. So in case anyone was wondering, I hate this conversation. I'm just explaining what drag queens do. That's what they do. And then they tape it. I'm so serious. I don't know how else to explain it. And apparently it doesn't hurt, but I don't like have the appendage for it, so I don't know. Yeah. So I came at the worst possible moment. I'm so sorry. It's just I had to explain tucking because I made a joke, and then I realized that not everyone was gonna get the joke, and I had to explain the joke. So it was really important that that you guys understood the joke. I need you guys to know that I'm funny. I need you guys to know that I'm funny. Like, that's the important part. But yeah, I'm gonna be at Offkai. Yeah, like, you're welcome to come say hi to me. Just know that I'm kind of like standoffish, like in vibes. But I promise I'm not scary. But like also if you like this is also just really applies to people who really can't resist the urge to come say hi to me, because I'm sure that there are going to be people that are like that they like, if you're going to Offkai and you hear me and you can't resist the urge to just leave me alone and you come up to say hi to me, I don't want you to be disappointed if I just stare at you and just go, huh? Okay, hi. Like I don't want you to be disappointed by that. I'm not a bitch. I'm just a mess. So, creative card Glee tucking. I mean, they did have drag queens on Glee, so it's still relevant. So, yeah. You a mess? Not. No, it was more. Well, I was trying to avoid using. Well, because I didn't want to say like, because I was trying to avoid saying I don't care. No, Windows, no. Like I don't want you to come up to me and then be like disappointed that I want to have my space. And so like I didn't know how else to put that other than just saying I'm a mess. So that's the word that I went with. Yeah, because I really just don't want anyone to be disappointed if I'm not who they perceive me to be. And so like, because like I feel like that because like there are some VTubers that are really excited to like meet fans, and that's and I am, but within the confines of like a setup meet and greet. I don't know how I feel yet about meeting fans in person, if that makes sense. And it's not because I don't care about you all, and I hope that I would never give that impression. It's just like when I'm not I guess like being Umi, and I want to just be quiet and I want to sit and I don't want to be bothered and I just want to like be with myself and in my space that makes me happy, and I don't want to ever, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'm talking about it a lot because I don't want anyone to misunderstand. It's really not because I don't love you guys. It's just I like my space a lot. Like you really have to be okay with giving me a lot of space, like even if you know me, you know, like I like my space. That's all. And I don't want people to be disappointed by that. That's all. Anyway, yeah, so she's saying she's a hot mess in code. No. Is a narcissist to say that I'd more interested in having you meet me than I'd want to meet you? What do you mean? Like, I'd like I set up like a meet and greet. Well, that's why I set up the current meet and greets. Like, that's why I like set up the meet and greets, like the Oshi Live meet and greets and the Lucid multimedia ones, because I want to meet you guys. Like, I want to, but I also want to meet you guys within like my boundaries and like my like the space of I welcome you into my space, that kind of thing. I think this is also very applicable to just people IRL. So just like the boundaries thing. Yeah. I'm just doing a roundabout notice me senpai. Yeah, so like I love meeting you guys. I was talking about it with Amaya. I love meet and greets. I love them. But I think I love them because I get to choose. It's like a choice that I get to make when I set up a meet and greet. Like, that is more so what it is. I think that's what it is. A fan turned meeting into a musical though. if you came up to me in public and you started randomly dancing and singing while I'm like shopping or like, or I guess like at off, yeah, like at off kai, because I want to go shopping and like I want to go like buy stuff. If you randomly came up to me and started doing that, I wouldn't know what to do. Not in a good way. I wouldn't like that, actually. Please don't do that. Please don't. Please don't do that at all, actually. Yeah, please don't do that. It has the same energy as like what I was saying earlier, how I don't really like theater kids, because they will skip and frolic to Santa Fe in the streets of New York, and they'll go up in a large random group of people and start doing chorus line. Like, I don't want that. Like, please don't do that to me. I can't fathom the idea of doing that. That would not terrify me, but I would just, the secondhand embarrassment would kill me. And I could never, yeah, I really couldn't. I could not do that. I'd just fucking ascend. I'd fucking ascend into orbit to never be seen again. Please don't do that. Like, if you go to like one of the designated meet and greets, and also just for the record, I am trying to plan more conventions throughout the year. I'm working on it. Rigel is working on it. So I'm currently doing my best to make it happen. I want to try to make an opportunity for a lot of you to be able to meet me as much as possible, not just off kai, not just dokomi. I want to try to make that. I want to try to make it happen as much as I possibly can. Because I know that like traveling is really big. So I'm doing my best. So these rules just apply everywhere. Don't go, oh shit, Umi breaks, dances, and sings. Oh god. If you like, yeah. Like, you can bring me like letters or like gifts. Like, that's cute. Like, you can do that. I like that. I like gifts. I like envelopes with cute letters in them. You can also bring me an envelope with money in it. I also will accept that. Don't give me food though. Don't give me food. I wouldn't know what to do with that. I wouldn't know what to do with food. Also because like, what if you poison me? No, I'm kidding. Well, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm trying my best to make myself accessible for as many people as possible. I've been trying to do trying to figure out ways to get to conventions everywhere as much as I can. I have Rigel helping me as well. So, please don't think that if you can't go to Offkai or if you can't go to Dokumi, I forgot about you, because that is not the case. I really am trying to make it possible for you guys to come do a meet and greet with me, or just come see me at a convention or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm trying really hard. But because my channel is new and I am small, I'm small VTuber, it is a little difficult, but I'm trying my best. Anyway. I don't think that I have anything else aside from the convention stuff and aside from the merch. So I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving and I have 3 songs I have to record today, and then I'm gonna sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. So I don't know, Umi, you have one of those story of someone randomly starts breakdancing in public. If someone did that to me, I would ascend. I wouldn't know what to do. It just like, I would walk away. Like, that's what it is. What's on the menu? So the bulldog that Highway got me for Mother's Day
It came in.
It's all I've been eating. Like it's like about to be gone.
I like it's it's almost gone.
I think I've already had 3 packs out of the 5. It's almost gone.
And so
I'm probably gonna eat that. Because it's what sounds good. I also really want cake. And I have a tiramisu waiting for me. I really want that. I've been like craving random ass foods lately. Like I had a hot dog craving. I've eaten about hold on, I have to do math. I've eaten about 10 hot dogs in the past 24 hours. I'm really into hot dogs right now. And bulldog and cake, which is weird because I really don't like to eat sweets. So any combination of those 3, I'm probably gonna eat. Anyway, thank you to my tier 3 plus members: Isaac, Drisbane, Mike, Nico, Simpalot, Pat, Pigeon, Renee, Goat, Nori, Zane, Kumamoru, QQ, Flash, Fro, Garen, Doggo, Heath, Halhorn, Denny, Fenny, Random, Sky, Beatbox, Highway, and Keating. Hot dogs with buns? Hot dogs with buns. Always hot dogs with buns. Hot dogs with buns with Kewpie mayo and ketchup. But I ran out of hot dogs, so I have to get more. But I also don't want to spend money. So I'm like, I guess I'll just use DoorDash and get hot dogs. So I don't know. Thank you for tier 3 members. And at the end of every stream, I give out the membership count. We are currently at... Hold on, let me refresh. 367 members. So that means we are... $33 away from 400. And then you'll get ear licking ASMR. So there you go. Hi, Sue. And if you got gifted a membership today, make sure you say thank you. Okay. Yeah, I hope you had fun today. Genuinely. Thanks for listening to me ramble about everything and nothing involving Glee. I hope you feel enlightened. We're going to go raid... Well, actually, let me double check to make sure he's still alive. Because I was gonna say we're gonna raid Bill from... Okay, yeah, so Vil from Globy. We did his watch along for when he debuted. He's playing the Witness. Yeah, he started streaming like an hour ago, so we can still go raid him. He's still live. So actually, hold on. Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys want to watch Alien Isolation? Do you want to watch Vance play Alien Isolation, or should we watch Vil play The Witness? What are you guys feeling? Do you want to see The Witness, or do we want to watch Alien Isolation? What do you see? What do you think is the vibes? Because they're both live right now. Have a nice meal. Thank you. Here's the raid call. Flip a coin? No, I asked you guys. The coin? I don't have a coin. I don't have like a designated coin to flip a coin. or anything. Yo, why is Vance not showing up on the thing? It literally says he's live right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna go raid Vance. Playing Alien Isolation. I don't know what party's at. He started streaming 10 minutes ago, according to this. So I will see you guys around. So tomorrow we are doing so ASMR stream got pushed back about an hour and a half because of Kana Yanagi's debut. She is part of Pixel Link's Gen 2 Chronicle. She is a very lovely friend of mine, and I'm very excited to see her debut. So please come hang out with me for Kana's debut. She's a really cute she's really cute, like babu duck detective. She's so cute. She's so baby, and I absolutely adore her model. It's so freaking adorable. Anyway, so please come hang out with me, and then afterwards we'll be doing the Yandere Breathes Down Your Neck ASMR stream. That'll be super fun too. And it literally is what it is. It is just, hi, me, your Yandere. Hi, me, your Yandere, breathing down your neck and watching you intensely. That's the whole stream. So it'll be fun. But anyway, I will see you all around. If I don't see you in the next stream, I will see you in the Discord server. The link for the Discord is in the YouTube description. And if I don't see you in the Discord server, I will see you on Twitter. And if I don't see you on Twitter, I will see you on I'll see you when I see you. So when I say Otsu Umi, you say Otsu Uwumi. So Otsu Umi. Otsu Umi. Bye bye. Otsu. Da 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 da.